Tag.
Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Let me tell you something real quickly, Pete. You don't know nothing about them hard times. You know what? Let me tell you something about them hard times. Me and Ric Flair know a lot about no hard times. You don't know about them hard times when your co-host don't show up. You don't know them hard times. You don't know about them hard times when they name you Dick Ryder. You don't know anything about them hard times. You don't know anything about them hard times when they got people out there telling you, you know, I've been here forever just in the comic book world and all that type of stuff. And then they're telling you what's the first appearance because an app gives them a dinger. That ain't no first appearance. Read the comic book. This is hard times, my friend. Hard times. And you got these comic book artists out here talking this and talking that, telling you in all honesty, this book is going to be rare. But they don't know how printers work. That's hard times. One of these days, me, you, Ric Flair, sit down. We all talk about the good old days and the real hard times, Pete. Oh, what's going on? I think we got our tri co-host is in the chat going, "What's up, guys? Where are we at?" There's a link to get in here real quick.
I said it already, right?
I gotta resend. Yeah, I'm resending it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We didn't promo the show, so we'll see if everybody's
doing that right now.
You should try promo the show. Let them know we have it going on. I've been asked to give the Dusty Rhodes hard time speeches more often. I don't know if you guys are enjoying those or if you're not, but
a
lot of stuff going on in the comic book world. There he is. I see he was just waiting for it.
Yeah, no, 1 second. What time is it?
Okay, right now it's time to go. Should I put you in the back room? We're live. We are live.
I'm here.
We're putting you back room. We're putting you back room to fix up real quickly. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready. Don't worry, we already did an awesome intro. Your blinds are open behind you. It is sunny in Arizona where it is not out here. Dan the man is in here.
Mess them up.
Dude, all types of stuff messed up this week. I tried to call Eric, the first two guys in chat, let me say hi to them. Eric and Dan the man. I went to call Eric. I called Dan the man, started talking my butt off, and then realized at one point Dan goes, "Yo, who do you think you called?" Like after 30 minutes, he goes, "Who do you think you called?" And I was like, this isn't Eric, this is Dan. He goes, "Yep, you called Dan." I was like, "Oh man." He's like, "Well, no, it's cool. Sorry. I mean, I enjoy talking to you, but you called the wrong person." So that was kind of funny. Then I called Eric, had a great conversation with him. So that's kind of cool. Want to thank everybody that showed up on time today. We're going to talk about it. Really leftover. We'll have a couple different opinions on it. I hope some of you saw Moon Knight. We'll try not to spoil it too much, but we're definitely going to get into it maybe a little bit of feelings on it. I don't think there's much to spoil, to be honest with you on it.
I don't think so.
With a little extra something in it or what? Well, anyways, good to see you. Marv, good to see you. Repair Tech Tony, always great. Can we get Marco in a polka dot? Thank you, Eric. He liked the intro. There we go. I will try to find one. I'm not as heavy as Dusty. I mean, I'm bigger than I used to be, but I'm not as heavy as Dusty was ever. Like even his thin days.
We'll find you a polka dot singlet.
See what I can find in that. We got a lot of stuff going on today. A lot of jokes coming off early, obviously. I don't know if you guys have seen the stuff. We got some stuff in news we're going to talk about. Corban, when he comes back, he's super excited about a book coming out this week. He actually got one, but the artist, for some reason, obviously doesn't know how the printer works.
I wasn't able to get to the shop to see if there were any out my way, since I was told there wouldn't be any. So
the Shop My Way orders heavy on A cover for that. It doesn't really order B cover at all. On two of the shops. The third shop had them, but like people were calling up there, and he's like, "Yo," and I was like, "Up the price on them." At this point, they're not in there for anything else. And we'll talk about it when we get into the news.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But that's kind of what we got going on. What else do we have going on? Oh, once again, we're gonna do a promo about some of this merch is not on sale right now. We've had some questions. You can purchase the Dom sticker. You can actually purchase that from our store. What we're telling you not to do, we're saying whatever you do with the Dom sticker, do not take it and place it places. Like there used to be this thing with the trolls, right? Where they take a troll and all of a sudden a garden troll and they put it in different areas whenever they go traveling. So if you're going to cons, we don't want to see Dom's sticker stuck on the bathroom stall doors at cons or on your car or in Targets. Please don't do that. We would really not like that. And especially if you do it, don't tag us or Dom at AKA Fat
Old
Man.
Fett.
What is it? Dom Man
Old
Fett?
Man Fett.
Old Man Fett. Do not tag him if you do that. All right. Thank you very much for that. That's our PSA of the day. Just all of our legal stuff. Get that through real quickly. Okay. Yes, I understand. We cannot say there was. Yes, a time change. Yes. Okay. Very good. We lost him again?
Yeah. Maybe he had to reset something.
It's all right. We'll bring him back in here in a little bit. We'll be okay. The time change is what it is. What's going on, Obi? All right. So let's get into it. Oh, we also got a new segment. We're going to try this new segment. We're going to call it 5 Comics in 5 minutes. Is that what we call it? 5 and 5? 5 comics in 5 minutes. We're going to just go over like 5 comics that probably have got some type of a talking point to it. It might have been a book sold really expensive this week. It might have been something at the shop because we both are shop guys, so we go to the shop. Obviously, you can tell what one of those books is going to be. And it might be something that we like that maybe we think is getting overlooked. We'd like to find a new name for it. We don't know if we should call it 5 Comics in 5 minutes. We're going to try to do it in 5 minutes. We got a timer, but you do know we overtalk stuff all the time. But tell us what you think in the comments below or on the side whenever you see this. And kind of give us some hints. Like, if we want to rename it, we want to name it. If you think we need to go, I don't want to go much over 5. I know, like, listen, if we were like the good clickbait
this is up there to keep us honest. Like, once we do it,
if we were good, if we really did it, we could have gone out there and done the hot 10, whatever. That's not what we're doing. You'll check it out a little bit later. Tell us what you think about it. Hopefully it's a new segment. We'll keep going on. Oh, there he is. What's up, guys? Thanks. You're welcome for the love. And yes, there you go. All right. Okay. Overlooked. Yes, overlooked. Did you overcook your banana bread there left over? All right, Pete, let's get into the news. I'm hoping we can get I hope we can get Corban back in, and let's start off the news without him, I guess. We'll get him back in.
Well, I'll run the intro and see if he hops in while we're rolling.
All right. A lot of news.
Yep, the news of the day for March 30th, 2022.
5 cover artists I like are just like, oh boy, could you imagine that?
You know where we always start.
The box office. Speaking of box office, something coming out soon, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, not yet. For right now, Sandra Bullock's on top.
She's still alive?
Yeah. With Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt, too, at her side in this one.
Oh my God. I've been in the wrong audio the whole time, too. I hope my... Go ahead.
All right,
go on.
Fix your audio. Do what you got to do.
There you go. All right, yeah, I just hope that I'm holding the mic talking. It would have been better if I had done the... Should I redo the intro? So everybody can Sandra Bullock is still alive, huh? Okay.
Yep, she's still alive. But if you want to redo the intro, wait for Corban. You can redo it for Corban.
Back in here now.
But yeah, it takes down Batman to take that top spot this past weekend.
A Sandra Bullock movie. Who else is in this movie?
Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
And who else?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, well.
And I think Harry Potter.
And Harry Potter. What is this
I
movie
think Brad
about?
Pitt might be the bad guy in this one.
See, this is like some shit I would never watch.
Yeah, it's just a dumb, stupid movie about she's like a romance writer or something, and he's the
don't even. I wouldn't know.
And then it's like Romancing the Stone. They redid.
You know what's gonna happen 10 years from now? Leftover Zaggy's gonna be in here. Well, you didn't watch Lost City. No, I didn't watch Lost City. And then everybody's gonna be like, he also's never seen Friends. We're gonna hear that again.
No,
so like, yeah,
you've seen Romancing the Stone, so you've probably already seen this.
Oh yeah, I like Romancing the Stone. That's good.
Exactly.
And Romancing the Stone too. Yeah. I've seen both.
Oh, Jewel of the Nile, yeah.
Jewel of the Nile, yeah.
Anyway, that was number 1. No need to linger there. Yep, Spidey passed 800. It also apparently did well when it was released on digital. I bought it. I just couldn't wait.
Okay.
So I bought the digital. I mean, it was like $20. So it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it and so we can sit and watch.
All right. Look at what we got. There we go. All right. So 800. All right, did you watch are you running late because you watched the Sandra Bullock movie? I did not know she was still alive. I did not know she was still alive.
I wish I did. I wish I could say that, sir. I'm so sorry, y'all. Wow. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's go. What else do we got here?
Oh, well, you're mentioning it coming out. Morbius is coming.
Ed, thanks for saying hi for the algorithm. It is. It's coming out. I hope it's
Their estimates lowered over the past week. It was the first article I grabbed for this said 50, and then the most recent one now says 40 that they're estimating. So the estimates dropped.
I think first weekend might do bad in this movie, but I think second weekend might pick up.
Maybe.
Because eventually it's going to be a little bit warmer, and it's not going to be bikini yet season, but you're going to have to take the girl someplace. And this guy right here has got blue-green eyes, and that's always a winner in the movie when you want to take a girl to a movie. Corbin, you understand that? There you go.
You know, I'm gonna do my best.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? There you go.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
You didn't sell Twinkle Sparkle Batman in that manner. But the ladies would like to go see, Twilight with Batman. Now you're selling Leto.
Didn't they have to come up with a different series to sell that? Like, wasn't that what was that Grays and Blacks or whatever, the book series where they were doing all the wrapping up of people and stuff? I don't know, man. I don't know any of that. I just
don't quite remember. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Who knows how this is going to do? I mean, it doesn't help when the director starts giving away the post-credit scenes before the movie's even out. But whatever.
That's desperate. Yeah, you're right, Pete.
It made no sense.
That's Marvel for you. I'm just kidding. It's
Sony. No, it's not. That's
I know. I'm being very. Yeah, no, it's Sony.
This is not good. This is not
good. Classic Sony stuff, though.
This is not good for my Craven hopes. I'll tell you that much.
All right. Well, what could have been the top story? If we did a top story,
yeah,
I think we could have been talking about this.
Oh, I was about to add him to bad times too. Oh, Jesus.
He said Suicide Squad star. I love it. I know why you said it. No, I know why you said it.
First off, he was garbage at Suicide Squad.
That's why I'm laughing, but I know why it's the comic relation.
He is lucky. They were like, hey, you gotta get out here, you go backstage. He knew Chris Rock was waiting for him backstage. He wasn't about to try to go backstage. Chris Rock
balled him his fists right when he got slapped. He played off real nice, but he was ready.
Yeah. Well, also, do you see that slap? That slap was so weak. If you listen to the pop, he hit him in the shoulder.
Did you?
Chris already
somebody had a sign on Raw this week that Will Smith works stiff.
Yeah. He doesn't know how. The worst part was he was laughing at the joke ahead of time. How much?
I didn't think it was serious until he sat down.
I'm really not inappropriate about stuff, but I'm so disappointed in how this happened and so disappointed with that man right there. And if I was Chris Rock, I don't think it would have been. I appreciate everything he did. What a man he was. To how to handle that, because people would have loved to see him pop off, and he was great and not popping off. But how did he not say, you don't got to worry about your wife being in my mouth. I'm too old. That's exactly what I would have said. I would have popped him back with one. Because Will Smith like that, he ain't coming back. He got his little sucker shot in. He ain't coming back for round two.
It was too.
He ain't coming back for round. He's not coming back for round two. And you know what? We had a great manager in this fine city of Detroit. His name's Sparky Anderson. And Sparky Anderson said, they asked Sparky Anderson why he always would keep his hands in his back pockets. And he said, because when I was in the minor leagues one time, I took my hands out in AAA. I took my hands out of my pocket and I wrapped up a ump. Luckily, the ump didn't run me off. I would never got a job. He said, so anytime somebody approaches me, I have my hands in my pockets. And he goes, if I got to take my hands out of the pocket, it's going to be the end of the day. And you saw Chris Rock do exactly what Sparky Anderson did. He came up there and it doesn't matter if the scenario would have changed. If he would have taken his hands out of them pockets, it would have all been like, oh, Chris Rock shouldn't have hit him back. He was making shit. Alopecia ain't that serious either, by the way. I have alopecia in my beard. Like, I know a guy down the street got alopecia. All people got alopecia all over the place. Get out of here. You ain't mad about that. You're mad.
You do some crazy things, though.
Dude, alopecia, you take a steroid shot, you get hair back, you get alopecia. It ain't that serious. It really ain't that serious.
Well, we're going to stick with some bad news for a little while.
Oh.
What's up?
Flash got arrested.
Yeah. Wasn't fast enough to get away from it, huh? DC is strong. DC is not looking strong right now.
Hey, that's one.
Okay. You cannot get arrested looking like that, dude. You can't get arrested because you know what? Everybody, when they're pulling your card, they're not even pulling your card to see why you got arrested when you go to the clinic. You know what I mean? Because they know what you are right then. You look like that.
I was reading the thing. Apparently, he got in trouble like a year ago or during the Justice League thing because he choke slammed some girl outside of a bar.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, what?
Ezra Miller just take him off the Flash, man. Like, I don't know. More trouble than he's worth. Direct to DVD.
Shit, I would have knocked him out. Flash, guy, but you can't look like. Is that what he looked like in his picture?
I guess so. This is with the article, so maybe.
No. You can't go to a clink looking like that.
What? He's got his Crimes of Grindelwald or The Secrets of
He
Dumbledore.
looks like a
hair going.
pederast. You can't go into jail looking like that, son.
Well,
You
he's not
can't
going to
go.
jail.
Yeah,
He just got a little fine.
did he hit a? Did you just say he choke slammed a woman?
No, that was last year. They apparently
he
nothing
got
came of
away
that.
with that. Okay,
This is
Jesus,
interesting.
Spaz. What's up, Steve Horn? What's up, T-Bone? By the way,
So he won't sign anything with Master of Kung Fu on the title. If you see him at a con or he goes to a convention, Simo Liu won't sign anything with Master of Kung Fu on it.
why?
Offensive.
Well, they're not the same character, right? Is that right? Like, I don't think the Master of Kung Fu is Shang-Chi.
That's not right.
Is he? No.
Yeah, Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi is the master. Well,
He is, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
He first appeared. Yeah, I mean, I get why he isn't going to do it. I mean,
it's called
What's
the
the name?
Deadly Hand. It's called the Deadly Hand. The title actually is called the Deadly Hands of Shang-Chi. Master
well,
of Kung Fu.
oh yeah, that's yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, the hands of Shang-Chi he can do, I guess, just not. I don't know. I think here's the thing.
Go ahead. No,
However
go
you feel about it, Jim Starlin left in the middle of the series because he thought it was a little racially offensive. So,
Oh
like,
well, no. I mean, when Yellow Claw, when you had you can't have the Fu Manchu. You
Yeah.
can't have the Fu Manchu. I get that.
and this is him. I mean, he's not going to look through every comic or know which ones are right or wrong. So he's just going to take a general stance. Whether you agree with it or not, I don't really know how I feel about it. Really, I don't really care that much. But like,
I don't do signatures.
he's
so-
just,
I
he's
was
just going to
I was
avoid it
asking
altogether.
why.
Which I guess err to the side of caution, then be like, oh my god, Shang-Chi. I don't know. I don't even think that. I don't know. It's interesting.
I think it's weird just saying will not sign Master of Kung Fu. Why? I guess is the question. If it's because
it goes into it. It says it's good, or it also adds or anything that he finds offensive, like racially offensive, which is the depiction of, I guess, Kung Fu masters because of I don't.
okay,
know.
I mean, like whatever. If
All
you don't like, hey, he has the right to sign whatever he wants.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't really get. I mean, oh damn! Oh shit!
Oh, what are you throwing on the
That's
ground
the
now?
Bible. Unless you personalize it to me and you're a hero, I don't let you sign shit to me anyways.
Oh wow.
I mean, I got like 2 signatures and they're good guys, and I mean, I
All
don't
right,
think.
well,
Back
move on
drive
from
against
that then.
anything anyways.
Did you guys watch the deleted scene?
I did.
Yes, I did.
I liked it. What did you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate to agree with Marco on like DC Batman negative stuff, but yeah, I mean it was okay. I thought it was interesting that they tried a different take in terms of like bringing in a character that we already know and just bringing him in as a part of the world. Like that was they don't usually do that with guys like Catwoman, like Penguin. I get that. The Joker or someone going to be the Joker or possibly the Joker. That's the first time I'm like, wow, this is the world. He's already in. Like that's cool. With that being said, I didn't really like the voice. I didn't like the take, and that kind of marred it a lot for me. So the style of it was cool. Like I've never seen that. Introduce more movies should do that for established franchise. We don't need 18 million intros. Like we know the characters are, bring them in, float them in the world. Great. Was the execution the greatest on this in terms of how they did it? Sure. In terms of who they used and the voice he went with and everything else, I was not a fan. And then when they're like, he's not the Joker, yeah, but he will be. Nah. But in general, I thought the premise was sound.
Okay, this is what my take is this. Sometimes we don't need the Snyder fucking cut. Sometimes you cut shit because it makes the movie better. The movie was better when that scene of him talking to the Riddler than all this extra bullshit. This wasn't good. There's a reason why this was cut. And I will say that the director made a good job. He probably should have cut Twinkle Toes Batman a little bit more and it would be an even better movie. However, this was a good cut. So good for him. Let's say hi to Jeff Drake. Jeff Drake, good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir. He did take the money for the role, but he also got the right to sign or not sign whatever he feels like. Chef, good to see you. I just don't know if he actually read the comic books or into it or whatever. Like if he's just like, oh yeah, I hear that. Yeah. Guess what? The Fu Manchu thing is like, yeah, dude, that's racist as shit. I get it. But like, if you're just saying because Master of Kung Fu, well, you're playing the fucking character. It is the actual same character. That wasn't the racist part of the book. So, Joe, good to see you. Did you guys hear Bruce Willis announce his retirement?
Yep.
How's
Yep.
Yep. He's taking a pause. I mean, you read into pause, retirement, break, whatever.
Blue Beetle. Okay. This is what we're doing?
Sharon Stone's joining the DC universe.
She's alive too, huh? Okay. Well, we're bringing them all out, aren't we? Okay. Is she gonna play Lady Death?
Victoria Cord.
Cord.
So I guess they're playing some sort of play on
some like what?
I don't know.
Mother?
There's new character, so don't go looking for comics for her.
Be like a stepmother or something. Watch.
I don't know, but there it is. I think they're still trying to do a theatrical release for this one, but I still feel it might just end up on HBO Max, but we'll see.
I think at this point you need to put it on Max.
We'll see. You guys remember when they announced this? Blackhawks?
Blackhawks. I love Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Well,
Spielberg?
Yeah, like years ago, I feel like.
Yeah, well, it's still coming because
no way. No way. No
David
way.
kept still writing it. He's got it right in front of him on his laptop. He's writing away.
That doesn't mean it's coming.
Well, he's still writing it. The writer's still writing it. So
he hasn't stopped believing.
Leftover, hey, Leftover, you better watch out. You make a G.I. Jane joke, you might get smacked. Just saying.
Yeah, you won't catch me doing that ever.
Well,
he's still. You can write whatever you want. I know plenty of guys that write stuff all the time. Doesn't mean that's ever going to see anything.
You see, this is going to inspire more keyboard warriors, and I'm down with that. By the way, just speaking on the Will Smith thing.
What's that? Oh yeah. I'm definitely against keyboard.
What about Top Gun?
I'm being funny,
but
yes.
Top Gun trailer.
I saw this. This is part of the. What was the last movie I just saw? What was the last movie we just talked about before this?
Batman.
Oh, Batman. I saw this to Batman.
Yeah, I didn't see this with Batman. I saw this at just on the computer. I had to watch it after the fact.
Hey, Corban, you're way younger than us. What do you think of this piece of garbage?
I'm not really sure. I feel like he's done like 4 or 5 Top Gun movies. Like, I'm not like that's not my thing.
He's done one, but
oh, he's only done one.
There's only one Top Gun movie.
Has there not been another Top Gun before?
You kind of take a similar premise where he's the best pilot, he's the best race car driver, he's the best lawyer. So he kind of did.
Yeah, he did it. He played the same part over and over again.
Oh, you know what? No, there's Top Gun back in 1986. Yeah.
That's this. Or that was the
so this would be number 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, okay, but my question is, why would I know about number 1? Like, I just
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
The joke's on me. The joke's on me, Marco. Okay, I get you. I'm over here like, bruh, I just know he's like Tom Cruise in airplanes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this what I'm saying is like how much of a significance you've got grown men and women now that literally know nothing about this shit. Like, how much nostalgia significance can you have on Top Gun?
None.
And by the way, Stick Boy's right.
Yeah.
Iron Eagle was better.
Well,
don't know who that is either, but I'll take your word for
it.
Yeah. Anybody asked for a Top Gun? Thank you, Chef. That's what I'm saying. 30 plus years. What are we doing here, guys? Oh boy.
I mean, was number 1 that good? Like, I'll take a Good Burger sequel before I take a Top Gun sequel.
Airwolf was better too, Sam. Hey, Sam, really appreciate you subbing a couple days ago. Really appreciate it. Thanks.
What about?
Make sure you guys sub.
Yes.
Check out Sam and what's his name's new show.
And if anybody's out there watching, you're not subbed, make sure you do sub because
it helps.
It helps. Plus, you're not going to miss anything.
Blue Thunder was okay. We're going to name every single thing that's not Top Gun. Top Gun knockoff of the 80s and 90s. Gorilla vs. Kong single is likely to be Son of Kong. Excellent. And
yeah, with no gods, it'll probably just be a Son of Kong. But I don't understand how you do a Son of Kong.
Where's the wife of Kong?
Exactly. Where did the son come from?
What? Okay. I was happy. And then I was like, wait, Godzilla vs. Kong? And then it's only going to be Son of Kong and no Godzilla?
Yeah, that's the rumor. Because I know last week I put up the thing that, oh, yeah, they're working on the sequel. Then it turns out this week they're saying, well, the sequel might just be a Son of Kong movie for now.
Okay. It's okay. I have faith. Because the last couple movies they put out, I've enjoyed. So I have faith. I like Skull Island.
They're also doing a TV series following Monarch, the tracking, so they'll have the other kaiju. They could cover like other characters, not Godzilla or Kong.
Like Godzilla's version of the GCPD.
Yeah.
Wow, Godzilla's version of Gotham Central.
Yeah, where they would take on Batman's lesser villains.
Lesser villains, so now we're going to see the lesser kaiju, like the CGI.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I mean, they're all CGI. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'd like to see some of them. I mean, even like bring back Mothra. What do you mean? We did the Mothra thing. We could bring out a couple more.
Here's my thing about these monster.
You're going to have a Power Ranger there. You're going to have Ultron there. You're going to have all types of good stuff.
Rodan.
I just don't know how you do it without tying into like Batman's lesser villains barely are a blip on Batman's register. Like a monster's a freaking monster. Like, regardless of how big or small it is, it's a monster. If you want to have the exact type of show, like, oh my god, it's Godzilla. Oh my god, it's Kong. Oh my god, it's Mothra. Like, whatever the case may be, I can't get some like second tier knocked over one building. And we focus on the human element story of the people tracing this one monster who's like the size of one skyscraper. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you take the scope of all this, minimize it, and still make something. I'm not gonna be vested in the people. I never am. Like, the best part of a Godzilla movie, no one's ever said, you know what? I really love the way that family persevered throughout the whole movie. Like, wow, what a human story. No, we only care about the monsters.
Yeah,
so you're going to give us lesser monsters.
You don't want Hey, excuse me, though. Hey, time out, though. Please.
There's one or two that register, oh, that was funny, or oh, nice. No, but I don't care.
Maybe this is a thing with different ages. Could you please explain to Leftover Zaggy how having a baby works? Because apparently he doesn't understand this. Kong like girl and had a baby. He's talking.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but where is like
we're going to see Captain Marvel is who he liked. He liked Brie Larson in that movie.
You can't have Brie Larson. He cannot produce a baby with Brie Larson. It's not how those things work.
No, it's not going to happen. Also, it's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah.
We'll move on from there because part of what we're doing later is we got the news. They're doing something with Nova, whether it be a movie or a show. I don't know.
Are they going to kind of disappoint me with two of my favorite non-mutant products, or are they going to?
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
What do you think, Marco?
Why you be nervous?
I'm leaning more to the second with Nova
because I watched Moon Knight today. All right.
Oh, moving on.
We will.
Ooh, that was okay, Marco. I see you.
Over to streaming TV and give you your opportunity, I guess, to talk a little bit about Moon Knight.
What is the score? Because I have no idea.
Did you not watch Moon Knight?
Write it down.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Dude, you saw I thought it was an hour ahead. I'm lost today. It's been a crazy.
I'm going to try not to spoil this for you guys, but we'll put in the we'll give it 10 minutes. But so here we go. We'll just give you a little 10-minute kind of non-spoiler. The problems I had with Moon Knight is a couple fold that I worry. It was not bad. First off, before you come with the hate, it wasn't bad at all. But these are the issues I have. I don't know who this is for. Because that's not Steven's character in the comic books, right? They didn't explain anything about Mark Spectrum. They didn't explain pretty much anything about Moon Knight. And then they tried to give a 30-minute out of a 45-minute show education on one of the worst mythologies that nobody gives two fucks about, the Egyptian mythology. Nobody cares about it. I mean, let's be honest. It's even
Stargate.
Yeah, but the problem is they went into it. No. All that shit. Like, look, I'm even Greek, and I don't give a shit if you like Zeus and all the stuff. Somebody brought up a good point. My man Steve Horn. He goes, "Hey, when they bring in Hercules, are you going to be upset when they don't do the backstory of the Greek mythology?" I go, "What, of Zeus like raping chicks and then just having random kids?" No, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't watch this so I can get a half-assed education of your opinion on stories told thousands of years ago. They can cut all that horse shit out, and they should have. And then they would have given us a tighter thing. And two, Stephen Grant is freaking not like you can. I don't have a problem if you reinvent a character for a TV show.
Well, it sounds like you have a problem.
Moon Knight, though, like you took it's one of the shit-ons, right? Like Steven's supposed to be kind of a mock towards Bruce Wayne, like, right? Like, it's his first personality for one. It's Mark's
sort of.
That's like growing up. It's his first. He's a billionaire Wall Street stock person who gets all his money so that Mark Spector. He invested a little bit of Mark Spector's mercenary money so that he could get all the money now, so he could be Moon Knight, not really have a fucking job, be a cabbie when he wants to, and all this other bullshit. And he's a billionaire, invested in Hollywood and shit like that. Was that the character we saw today? Because that wasn't it. We saw some weird, creepy dude that like yells on buses and wigs out all the time and somehow was a vegan, which whatever, but then he wasn't a vegan because that was like a big scene. He was a vegan, but then he wasn't a vegan. I don't give a shit what he eats. I don't give a shit. Like, well, I want to see Mark Spectrum. I want to see Moon Knight. You know, we were told this is going to be Mr. Knight. There's what are you talking about?
Well, who said that?
One episode.
He did.
One
Yeah,
of them.
it's
And the
one of
food,
those
what he ate wasn't a big deal. The whole purpose of announcing the vegan thing was just to give you a sense that
poetic license. That's not BK. BK. No, sir. I'm not going to let you get away with that because this is what it was. The producer and writer said afterwards, and I found this out. Not enough people know about Egyptian mythology, so we're going to use this series to teach them. I'm not watching.
look,
I don't care what that shit says. That you want to know why? Because the people you need to watch this is normies, and normies haven't watched this yet. And I'm telling you, the normies I did talk to that watched this said it was boring as shit. And I'm going to be mad when they ruin Moon Knight because it's really popular now to be a nerd and a geek. And it's really popular to hang on to some of these characters. But you know what? When you hang on to some of these characters that they don't adapt to the comic. If you read these who's it for? Please tell me who this is for. It wasn't that entertaining.
Marvel Moon Knight fans.
No, it's not because it isn't Marvel Moon Knight. It isn't.
It's only the first episode.
Mark Spector wasn't in the fucking thing. It didn't have shit to do with it. They made the one girl. Yeah, or Mark Spector. Yeah, it was Mark Spectrum. That's exactly what it was. It was Mark Rectum in this one. They pulled out Jake. They did have Jake because the one mirror scene. How many fucking times do we have to look in a mirror too, by the way? I get it. It's multi-personality. We know it's in the description. He's got multi-personalities. We have to do the fucking mirror thing. 8,000. The whole episode, 90% of the episode. Pete, am I wrong on this? I'm not going to do the yelling thing because then people are just thinking I'm putting on and I'm being ridiculous. So I'm just going to talk to you in a nice tone. 90% of this show was this: mirrors, Egyptian mythology, learning what it is, like teaching you, not just kind of sprinkling it in, teaching you what it was.
And be an educated fan. That's what it is.
Huh?
You don't be educated by them, is what you're saying? I'm trying to get what's wrong. What's the issue?
Well, because it doesn't tell a story. Like there's no story there.
What is the first episode?
There's 6 episodes.
Yeah, so you needed one that was going to be background information. Like, who's to say that this wasn't the one? Usually, in the original series, the third episode is the one that's the lull. So what if they got the lull out early? The lull's going to happen. So what if we just get out the first one, still get favorable reviews, and set the stage? We don't know.
It wasn't even that much of a lull. Like, there was still plenty of activity going on in this episode.
So there you go. You need to set the stage at some point, Marco. All the other shows did it around episode 3. Even WandaVision, you had. Well, actually, I can't speak about Loki. And WandaVision had, the mystery, and then the third one, you finally start. Okay, like they gave you a teaser, and then we got some explanation. And then Falcon Winter Soldier, we already knew the characters, but now we got to flesh out: is she a villain? Is she not? Who are the Flag Smashers? Boom. Loki, I don't really know. I don't even think. What's that one show? What If is applicable to this? But the point being, this is a common thing. Like, thank you, Stick Boy. Like, that's what I mean. I haven't even watched it, Marco. So maybe when I do, I'll agree. Yeah, but like, I expect it to be.
Time out. You don't get a pilot episode when you're only doing 6 episodes. We've seen how this has turned out before.
Everyone does. Name a limited series where you don't get one, Marco. Name a limited series.
It doesn't work well. No. It doesn't work well, is what I'm saying. We've seen it.
I get you.
No, but I don't agree anymore because if this was going to be like a one-time thing, like we know Obi-Wan's going to be like a one-time thing, they're already talking about another series of this, so we're going to get more. So I think
everybody, I get it, but like when you see what actually some of the reviews of the Across the Seas where they got to see 4 episodes, and you hear about you got to remember normies are what hold stuff, right? It's not us. You need to get normies attracted to this. It's a weak version of Fight Club with looking in the mirror too many times and education on a mythology that is going to be very super confusing to people because
just give it some time. I think you just overreacted. I do agree that it is weird changing the basis of the characters as they did.
Entire basis of the characters. And you did and there's no, but the other part is there's no logical reason for him to be Steven like this. You see what I'm saying? Like they're trying. I think they're trying to be funny. I think they were trying to be funny with the part of it, but I don't think it plays well. I
think part of it was that I think they really did want to distance themselves from just being a Batman knockoff because that's what he's been called for so long. So I think that's why they get rid of the billionaire playboy thing, because you don't want to do that. Because then
my worst worry is that in episode 3 they all of a sudden turn this skittish Steven character into Mr. Knight. It just I don't see how this is gonna.
We'll see. We'll see how they do.
Play. Maybe it's because yeah, right. Like I just don't see how this is going to turn into something good.
I'm a little mad there was no Frenchie.
That the Egyptian gods are just for everything that is going to happen. It's
Maybe
6 episodes.
For Frenchie?
Yeah, no Frenchie in this series from what I hear. So
yeah.
Okay.
I actually agree with Dan on this one. Everybody says creative freedom, but yeah, that's usually when it's garbage. People are really fast to say, well, you gave him some creative freedom. So, I mean, I don't know. The Frenchie. Hey, hold on. Frenchie's last name was in the phone.
It was in the phone. Yes, it was.
So maybe we'll get a little Frenchie. We got Jake. Jake, like if you look at the mirror, the circle mirror the first time, you see the cabbie hat. Jake was there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to incorporate Jake now? How are you going to incorporate?
Who knows? We'll see.
It's only episode 1. There's still hope, and it seemed like the reviews are pretty solid so far.
Astro, this is not true at all. Steve was all. So you agree that Steve was all wrong? You say, look, I say you could do what you want. I don't mind that if you take some freedoms. Look, it's just like X-Men. Like I love X-Men the cartoon, right? But that shit had nothing to do. The '92 one that had nothing to do with the comics. And I thought both were great at the time. So I have no problem with that. I do have a problem when you're taking something and you're just twisting it like they did.
But they twisted it so this way his character could be the audience in the show. Like he doesn't know what's going on, just like the audience doesn't.
No. But I know. But the problem with it is if you start getting guys confused, and yeah, I think it's Book of Fett all over again. Like when you start having people confused about it, and thank you for saying that. It takes a lot of courage, Chef, because I know a lot of people here might not say that, even though Astro says it backhandedly. But the same thing, like it's confusing, man. Why it made no sense, dude. What I'm saying is it made no sense to me, who knows the lore. Like I know it from, Werewolf by Night all the way through the last stuff, like the stuff that's going on now. I religiously collected and read this stuff for years. None of it made sense. That's the problem I have. Not one little bit of it felt like it.
Well, again, give it some time.
Okay,
give it some time.
I mean, I guess I will. I mean, I don't have a choice, right? Got to review it now.
That's when you can take it out. We'll do it. Me and Corban will do it. You can go take your breaks during the Moon Knight reviews. You don't have to.
I wish they would have had Mark take over. I wish they would have had Mark take over too. I wish they would have started off with Mark, to be honest with you. And then they could have had anything they wanted after that. And by the way, the third personality being Mr. Knight, they've already shown the third personality being Jake. So
State Farm. Just kidding.
No, not Jake from State Farm.
I know. I had to make a joke. I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, they'll show more, right? But
yeah. Well, don't worry. We'll get there. They have a story they're going to tell. Let them just tell it before we judge it.
That's completely. Shame on you, AOA. Shame on that is. See, that's the problem. They weren't garbage.
Some of them were.
Oh yeah, some were. Yeah.
No.
They were all weren't good. No. I'm 46 years of 99% garbage. No, I would say it was more like 18% garbage.
Do we want to move on then? From the little bit of a
unless you guys have a different opinion besides that, which is obviously give it. Anytime somebody has to say give it time, though, that's not good, right? You know what I mean?
I enjoyed it. I liked it. I'm gonna watch.
That's every relationship I've ever been in.
It wasn't.
How those all worked out for you?
Give it time.
Yeah, but you could put down as many Rotten Tomato rankings as you want, but when even the chat's like you have to just give it time, like it's 6 out. No, you shouldn't. You should come with fire.
No, I still maintain with a lot of these shows they should give me 2. Give me 2 to start.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd agree. Maybe this is what it needed.
One by one.
And by the way, I didn't dislike it at all. I mean, I didn't think it was terrible. Don't get me wrong. I am very concerned that we won't get to season 2 for it to develop because normies cannot understand what the heck's going on with this because it was so colluded with the Egyptian thing and everything else. And I know we got all geniuses in the chat now, except for 3 people who are honest about like, yeah, dude, it was a little bit confusing. And yeah, they kind of went a little off.
See, I feel like the normies might understand it better because they don't have preconceived notions and weren't distracted by the fact that, wait a second, what's going on here? This isn't what I was looking for. Because they did tell it very. I don't want to say it wasn't that complicated in the story that they were kind of.
Sorry, Dan. It's not that bad. It just is. It's only one season. Yes, but here, this is the thing, Matrix. There's only 6 episodes. You have to get the normies on board. If not, you get a what was that? Cowboy Bebop. Remember, there's supposed to be 2 seasons of that. We never got the normies on with it. And guess what happened? Cut the legs out. We never got a second season. And it was good. Cowboy Bebop was good. It was a different version.
Here's the difference, though. This is what I think part of the problem with Netflix's release policy with dumping everything at once. It's because everything was out there at once. So all the people who did like it, they watch it, they say what they want, whether they liked it or not, and it's done. Like that first week, there's no continued conversation. Even if normies didn't bite on this first episode, there's going to be new episodes, and people will be watching them. And once people start talking about it again, because something happens in episode 3 or 4, that will bring them back to check it out again. It sustains its life over a longer period of time.
Whoa. Slow down. I didn't say I love it. I said it has lots of problems. I want it to go into 2 seasons because I want it to get better. There's a difference here, guys. Like, it's not just cutting. You don't have to. I know we're on the internet, but this isn't an internet thing. In real life, you can like say, "Hey, I'm disappointed in this. I hope it gets better. Let's go." And that's where I'm at. Disappointed in this first episode.
Yeah, hope it gets that's better. All I'm saying. I just disagree. I wasn't disappointed personally. I liked it.
I don't know. I don't know if we did forget how to watch TV because the bottom line. Okay, all right, we can move on. But like,
well, we can move on to the one that people are saying we might need to worry about.
What?
She-Hulk.
Oh, this was always interesting to me.
Yes.
Like, what is like the messaging of the show? Like, what is the target audience? It's funny that Marco said that about Moon Knight, but that's what I think is about She-Hulk. Are we trying to hit a comedy genre? Are we trying to do like a Law and Order type of courtroom area? Are we trying to go into more Daredevil territory? We're actually going to Avengers territory. So, this is what I'm saying. Like, I always thought that there would be this type of headline at some point before we saw the show.
They tried that all in the first episode of Moon Knight too. They tried to be funny at points. They try to have drama at points.
Well, I get you, Marco. I think part of that's the Marvel formula. They got to put humor in everything. Like I think part of that's the Marvel formula. But in that case, Moon Knight for me, like I would be shocked too, Marco, because Moon Knight is a little darker. But with my opinion about She-Hulk is okay. What are you hitting? Like, yes, you are doing the Marvel method on a show that is already the essence of a Marvel method. Because Spider-Man is more lighthearted, upbeat. You have some moments. Moon Knight, the other end of the spectrum. But the Marvel Studios has always done this humor, dark, mix, all of that. Well, She-Hulk is already all of that. So what do you do to something that's already this? You have creative issues.
We'll see. This one, I'm not that. I'm not really anticipating this one.
No, I think this is going to be perfectly fine, and you know why? Because you don't have a bunch of people who've never read She-Hulk books going like, this is one of my favorite characters of all time. And then when it comes out, you go, this is nothing like the character. And they go, because nobody read She-Hulk books, to be honest.
Not really. I mean, she's better as a teamwork type of person anyway.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be fine.
I mean, in my opinion, at least. Although I have Marvel Unlimited, so watch after tonight. I might.
It'll be fine. We'll see.
See, look. Who cares less?
Well, Coogler's going to be working on Ironheart. That's the good news. I don't know in what capacity yet. It's just maybe producer.
What if they do this? Like Green Ally McBeal. I never watched Ally McBeal, but I hear it was popular.
Eric, I don't think it's that hard. You're right. I just don't know if they're going to go with that. Because that's the one thing I was thinking originally. And I barely know Ally McBeal, so that should tell you. That was the only relation I had.
Dancing babies.
All right, what's up next?
This already introduced.
Oh, you're already in it. I don't really have a thought on it. I guess it'll give Ironheart some more clear direction. Trusting what.
Coogler she's going to appear in Black Panther 2, so he must have taken a shine to the character
and
might have some ideas for them. So
there you go. I mean, you might need to make a contingency plan in case you're not able to continue moving along with
Black Panther.
Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean, Black Panther already, but Shuri especially, it seems like. So,
I was talking to somebody about this today. I was talking to somebody about this today. How long ago was Black Panther? What year did Black Panther come out? Was it 10?
10.
11.
No, like 2018.
2017 or something.
That long, it's still 17. Was it that short ago? It seems like
Yeah, it wasn't that long. It was like 4 or 5. I mean, he's only been
He died like 2 years ago.
2018. He died like 2 years ago. But that'll be 2020, dude.
Oh shoot, yeah, 2020. All right, so 2018. Okay, so wait, 2018, 2020 was so there's 4 years, right? We're already 4 years. This is gonna come out in what? The second Black Panther movie is gonna come out when? Another year and a half, 2 years, right?
No, not that far.
You think? You sure?
Within a year. I know everything got kind of pushed, but I don't think it's that far out.
Let's give it a year, right? So what
Yeah.
are we? We're 5 years out. So if you do another 5, that's 10 years. You can recast Black Panther at that point. Like if you really had to, you could move on to do Ironheart stuff.
No,
So
I don't
they'll
think they're
do
going to
that.
do that though. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to address it in the Black Panther movie that he's gone.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm talking about if the Shuri thing's not working out. With the
Yeah,
actor.
yeah.
Because eventually you probably would want to recast Black Panther.
They
Anyway.
could have done that now if they really wanted to. They recast Brody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, they
Yeah.
recast Hulk.
2017, Eric says. Thank you. So what is that now? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Like 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's been a tough couple of the last 2 years seem like 10 years for Christ's sake. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ironheart come from the door of Melange.
What's that?
Well, I was reading the comments. Will Ironheart come from the door of Melange?
So we're gonna get some new characters introduced in the holiday special.
What's up, Tiger?
James Gunn. One of them could be Nova.
I gotta shut this off now that Corban's here. What is this? James Gunn says more than one. Cool. So we're getting him, right? And then
he's doing this holiday special. For whatever this holiday special is. But yes, they'll be introducing Marvel characters in it. Who knows which ones, but
sounds good.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard will always be right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just that tiny bit of Star Wars bit just to kind of mix it in there. Apparently it's to be Stranger Things in the Star Wars universe, which I'm just guessing means they're probably going to follow either like Padawans or the young apprentice types, maybe. They're going to deal with those Sith artifacts. I don't know what they might be angling for.
It's like the third time that this is an old rumor that they're just
recycling.
Because it was right around the time they were talking about how good Stranger Things is going to be with a new thing, and then we're gonna All right, good luck with that.
We'll see what it will be. This was a new one to me. I hadn't heard them talking about doing this before. But we're gonna get a prequel It series on HBO Max. I don't know.
Why would they put it in theater? Don't you think that would do good in theater?
Maybe. They're probably just trying to sell, trying to build up their library for their subscription service. All right, nothing. I'll move on then.
I wish I had something for it. I mean, okay, like I don't want to sound bad, but okay,
they don't all have to be winners.
That's true. Anyway. That's true. Like this, I don't have anything for it. Like it's good though, but yeah.
Well, we got a date for the Game of Thrones, I guess, spin-off, whatever you want, prequel series.
He's never going to finish this book. I don't care anymore.
No, this has nothing to do with those books. This is completely separate.
I know. I'm just mad that he's never going to finish.
Yeah, he's never finishing those books.
Tiger Fett. This is what it was. What that thing that he put up there was a reporting on a old rumor that they reported on again. It's not actually anything. I'd call it at worst a bad rumor. I like the new movie. Yeah, they're so good.
It was more than one thing saying it again.
Yeah. They're saying they had they found out a source from a source that it was that source that they were reporting.
It doesn't matter.
Nice.
So Witcher season 3, they start filming.
I'm excited.
So looking forward to this coming.
How did this do so well?
Because it's good.
I understand that, but like
out of nowhere, yeah, it's one of those hits on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know how it did well.
It didn't get me, so I couldn't explain it. But like, it got a lot of people, and I respect that.
Maybe the hype monster wasn't. See, this is what I wish Moon Knight would have been. Come in nice and easy. Changed up a little bit of the storyline. Added some good stuff to it. A little bit kept the bricks there. Turned Mark Spector into Mark Spectrum, and we would have been all right.
Why turn Spectre into Spectrum?
Yeah, because I said Spectrum and
I
BK
know.
Roy who's on top of it. So
We got Moon Knight experts here. I told you.
yeah, they're all never read it. Really, always love it.
I know you're also excited to get some more Spy Kids because they're going to reboot Spy Kids on Netflix too
What is
with
Spy
Robert
Kids?
Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez did a kids show.
Back in 2001,
Yeah,
he
he
was
did
the
the
director.
first series of movies. Yeah,
Yeah, he's the reason why we had that.
Have
He did
what?
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
What the fuck, Spy Kids?
This movie
Are
that
you
you're seeing a
not?
picture of right now.
2001,
original?
I was 6. It was kids who were spies. It was the coolest thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so dope. I mean,
With
then they made
With
another one with
Tarantino and everybody in here. He had the whole Tarantino cast in here.
No.
No. In fact, 2 of them grew up. I don't even know where they are anymore. But
He
Was it
went with like a
Rodriguez
mostly
kid?
Mexican cast, and
yeah, it was pretty
it
empowering,
it
powerful
was a-
stuff.
Well, that's Desperado. What's his name? Was the guy?
Yes.
Was it Tarantino? Yeah.
No, not Tarantino. Robert Rodriguez.
No, the guy that's in the back, the actor right there. What's his name?
Yes, Antonio Banderas.
Harold Banderas was in 10 Tarantino movies with Robert while they were directing, right? So are we gonna see
He was in those movies because of Robert, not because of Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
So-
he was Desperado. He's in movie. He's connected to Robert
So
Rodriguez.
Spy
Not
Kids are like, what's the basis of it?
just like a kids
So
movie.
basically, it's literally just kids who were spies. Like the parents were spies. They kept that life hidden under the kids. The kids found out into being like shipped on a mission, or with their they went on a mission with their family where their parents got kidnapped.
Ah,
and
it's
they
like the
became-
Incredibles. It's like the Incredibles. Okay.
But
Yeah,
before
very
the Incredibles,
kind of,
before
I
the
mean.
Incredibles, but not really.
They
There's
have
no superhuman
superpowers.
element to it.
They have
Yeah.
superpowers.
Your kids never
No, they
watched
don't.
this.
There's
My
no
sons watched
superhuman
it.
element to it. The first one was really good. Second was okay. Third one
Stallone-
sucked. It was
Wait,
forgettable.
what? Stallone
Yeah,
is the
Stallone was a
villain?
bad guy in like the fourth one.
Yes,
Sounds horribly great. Like I don't know why I haven't seen it before.
it was
Oh.
really kind of decent, man.
Sounds really bad, which I really.
At least
no,
the first
that one was
one.
bad, but
I would say the
good bad.
first one was okay, good. The second one was okay. No, that's it.
It's like incredible. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I said, Incredibles minus superpowers and before the Incredibles.
The biggest takeaway here is that we're not going to get any more Robert Rodriguez Boba Fett because he's going to be working on this.
That's not a bad thing.
That's what I'm saying. There's a good takeaway.
There you go. There are 8 Spy Kids movies. Holy shit!
There's that many.
Yeah,
I know they did
no,
more.
a lot of the other ones kind of went straight to TV.
This is
I think
like
all the
Hannah
time in the
Montana,
world-
right? This is like a Hannah
Only one I
Montana.
remember for all the time in the world is Jessica Alba's in it. Like
Those
that's
kids
all I
turned
remember
the
from
first
that
two, or no? Like Hannah Montana.
Mm.
Mhm.
I just got a little bit of wrestling for you. Not a lot. Just
Let's
a tiny
go.
bit. I'm sure you heard Triple H. Well, I mean, we knew he was retired, but he had to formally say it because, he's got a defibrillator in his chest. So,
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
yeah, he kind of he went on like ESPN First Take and was telling a little bit about what happened with him. He had like a viral infection and he had fluids in his lungs and near his heart. So,
Kids don't do steroids.
yeah. So he was clear. He was very close to the edge there. So he still has a defibrillator apparently in his chest. So he's not gonna be.
Steiners are in the
Yeah.
HOF. Yes. Both brothers. Scotty too? No
Yes.
way.
Yes,
They put Scotty in?
they are.
Scotty's in?
Yeah, I didn't put that in here because I announced the rumor already. I wasn't going to just duplicate it and say, yeah, they're in. But yes,
Yeah, that's some good
they're
news.
both in.
You know what great state they're from, right?
We know. We know.
Great state of Michigan.
Ohio.
It's a
No, they're
state
not.
for sure. I'll agree with that.
They are not from Ohio.
I know, just messing with you.
Nothing good ever comes out of Ohio.
Just silliness here. But there's other rumors of something very bad potentially happening at WrestleMania where they swap out Cody Rhodes and we get Shane McMahon coming out.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you know,
So who knows? We'll see what happens come this weekend.
I'd like to see Cody Rhodes, Shane McMahon, and Orange Cassidy all in a car, and then Steiner Brothers in another car driving down the highway and see what
I
happens.
like Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy's a fucking idiot.
But I like that. And then
Stein's
they're still
versus
talking
Rennavision.
about this. This is not new. They still want The Rock, Roman Reigns, and yes, they want it in Hollywood. So we'll see if it ever actually happens. But yes, people would want
The
it.
Rock.
Mhm.
He's up there.
Damn, man, he is in such good shape too.
Man, he's always cooking.
Yeah,
Dude, what a
That's
man.
always cooking. But he is at 48, 49.
something like that.
The Steiners are going to be at Astronomicon. I'm going now, Dan. Give me tickets. Who are you there? I need vendor tickets for that now. I love the Steiner brothers.
Give me one. No, I'm playing. Then one day I'm just gonna say after Marco says, like, yeah, me too, just random.
Yeah.
You know, throw them my way. All right, gaming.
Yeah, a little bit of gaming.
Corbin.
You know, Marco, I'm gonna have to take you up on that in a minute.
Well, Marco wanted to talk about this.
Oh yeah, this is very okay. So this is for all you gamers out there, leftover and sticks. Very interesting thing that's happening now. Actually, considering we stream on both, let me know, Dan. I'll go, and I'll find us tickets. Twitch streamers are outraged. They're blocked from the 100K Warzone Open Tournament, which is very funny because if you know right now, YouTube has got a lot of gaming and they've been signing a lot of creators in the gaming space as of late. And they really haven't been doing much, even though they have a COD exclusivity clause. And this is the first gaming thing that they have done to only allow open entry, but you have to stream on YouTube. Now, a lot of the Twitch streamers have signed exclusivity rules where they have to stream exclusively to Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So they're crying now because YouTube's like, well, why would we let you stream our thing and win $100,000 on that? And they said, well, that's not fair. The problem with it is if you're a YouTube streamer, you can't go over and just stream on Twitch unless, like you can't stream your YouTube thing from a Twitch. It's called Twitch Rivals. So it just means that YouTube now, I think, is finally making a difference. Because when you have people crying that they can't play for this type of stuff, like it's a big deal, man. It really is a big deal in the gaming space. And it actually shows you how much money's in the gaming space because like Rivals does it's about 10K for every Rivals they did, 10 to 20K. And they do probably like 20 of those a year. And they're going to probably do a couple of these 100,000K tournaments. And the open tournament is anybody can play in it. So Sticks wants to play, Corban wants to play, you can, but you would just have to stream after the open rounds onto YouTube, which for those people that don't know, everybody kind of makes fun of YouTube, like, oh, they're going to be the next Mixer. Well, that might not be the case. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming to YouTube. So hopefully we will, good thing you don't have any contract. Yeah, they make a lot of money, man. Like I was saying,
we should put together a Rennavision team.
We got to put together a Rennavision team. They're giving out college scholarships and everything already for it. So I just thought it was very interesting in the space of gaming. Like, I don't think a lot of people know this, but I do find it funny that Twitch streamers who have put a monopoly on this for the longest time are now complaining when the shoe is on the other foot. And it looks like there is an actual competition in the streaming space as far as gaming's going, which is kind of cool. Maybe I should give up talking about comics and go game a little more. Either way, put a squad together.
Oh, the next little bit I actually got from JJ. JJ shared a couple of stories. I'm like, all right, good. I can throw this in our little gaming area. But yeah, our Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 apparently is delayed. So after I pass an article saying it will not be delayed, it's coming in 2022. No, it's not. It'll be coming next spring. So patience.
I can't remember the last Zelda. I think the last Zelda that I played was Legend of Zelda.
I was playing this one on my son's Switch. I was like, all right, I got through some of the intro things. I was like, it's kind of interesting.
I'm debating buying a Switch. Had one.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's better than playing a game on my phone. I'll say that.
I feel that. Yeah, phones are such mixed bags of those.
And this gets complicated.
I'm really not happy about this
because there are different tiers now, apparently, with the PlayStation Plus.
This is just
subscription. So
this is why they start buying. When JJ was talking about it, last time he was on here, we were talking about them. The race to accumulate. It's kind of like YouTube and Twitch now. Mm-hmm. They're racing for talent.
Yeah.
Same thing with Xbox,
it's everything.
Sony,
it's HBO. It's a streaming. HBO, Disney Plus, all that stuff. It's a content war. Netflix. But yep, so the $60 is going to be the basic now.
Pete, hold on real quickly. I might need to renegotiate my deal. All right, what else? Give us
I'll get you a standard PlayStation Plus subscription. Nice. If you want to upgrade it, that part's on you.
He wants Plus Extra, Pete. That's all.
Yeah, the Plus Extra is $100 a year or $15 a month, and you get all these bells and whistles. But then, of course, they have to upsell you again and give you the most expensive premium economy. It was pretty plush. Now this is $120 a year, so it's not even like that much more, which is it leads me to wonder why you have those options. Like, is there seriously? Is there a big difference between $100 for a year and 120?
You know, when I stopped doing a massive amount of drugs and chicks, I stopped owning PlayStation. I don't really. I mean, like,
I'm just saying, I don't have a subscription to this anymore because I don't play. I don't have the time. But
never. But Eric, interesting thing. We were asked if we're going to ever do subscribers because they give tokens or something. Yeah, perks. We might do that. I don't know what it is. We might do it, but like this week, it would be perfect. No, it would be perfect this week because I was trying to individually send out messages to people because IDW was having a sale. And by the time I got to like the 7th person, like all those IDW Star Wars books sold out. Like, remember I told everybody a couple weeks ago, don't get the FOMO on them. IDW will have a sale on those con exclusives. Well, they did.
Well, they did.
2 days ago, and by the time I could get the message out to everybody, I think the first 4 people might have got it.
They still have a couple. They still had a couple because I actually ordered some today because I got sent a link about that turtle book that was on IDW, and I was like, oh,
yeah, cool. So if you guys make sure you go to IDW and see if you get, but yeah, I mean, like that's unfortunate because I know there was at one point when first logged in, there was something like close to 2,000 of those annuals still available.
Yeah, they had the annuals on there. Which
remember the annual was only supposed to be a 3,000 print run. It sold out, and then all of a sudden 2,000 more of them others showed up somehow. I don't know how it happened, but like it happened. So
yeah.
You were number 8. Sorry, Dan. I mean, I did what I could, man.
A little bit of Legos, not a lot. There's not a lot to announce, but apparently they're going to do some Lightyear Legos. I don't know if you saw the trailer for this, but it's interesting.
Cool. I like
interesting, weird meta idea to do.
I don't know much about this Lightyear thing, but
it's like Chris Evans is playing an astronaut that the toys were based off of.
This is off of the thing with the Woody guy with the hat and the girl with the boots. And I mean, I know what the toy characters are. I just don't know much about.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The toy characters are the toy characters. This is supposed to be the story of the guy the toys were based off of.
That's not confusing at all.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's a weird.
I'm glad you got him, Zaggy. See, you don't even need me, bro.
It's still pretty cool. You don't get too many more spaceships anymore out of Legos.
Yeah.
Not that are not Star Wars, I should say.
Okay.
And speaking of Star Wars, I know I shared some of the pictures last week. They were the wrong ones. They didn't have these released, but here's the picture of Dagobah.
That was really cool.
Do or do not. I like the X-wing sticking out of the mud there, and
I'm not sure I'm paying $90 for this.
No, I'm not paying $90, but it is kind of cool.
Oh man, I saw the AT-AT. I went to the Lego store.
Did you see it? $800.
Man, and I was like, oh man. And I looked at it, and then I thought,
I have no idea how
I build it. My son's gonna go up there. He's gonna hit it. The whole thing's gonna shatter, and I'll at one point in my life be actually angry about something. But I don't think.
Yeah. Dude, I still got a 3,000 piece Voltron.
It does look like the Battlestar Galactic ship ripoff, doesn't it? Hey, Jeffrey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Now that you say that, I do see it a little bit.
Very good, Sticks. Very good, Jeffrey. I believe you're right. I think I did see the trailer for the AOA, and I do think Lightyear looks pretty good too, man.
We got some regular toys too.
Ooh, the Falcon has? Where at, Dan?
That's right. Astro bought one and built it recently. If you saw his IG, Astro Wizard got the
Astro.
Falcon.
Where's it on sale at?
Or no, wait, did he get the Lego? No, he got the regular Falcon at the toy one, I think. Anyway, my favorite show, The Legend of Vox Machina. Apparently, figures are back on sale again, so you can order these again. So I did.
Wow, I'll be right on top of that. Nope. What?
I did. I ordered these 2 figures. That's all was in wave 1, just 2 figures.
Oh, that's why I don't do Amazon.
I did it. So I got these 2. Then we got this Batman statue, which is pretty expensive.
Thank you, Dan. Just text me, please. I do like how I've turned the chat into like my personal playground for stuff. Like, it's just
you're sitting here, you're just reading the chat, and I'm trying to present the news here.
Well, I don't Amazon Prime. I mean, I don't mess with Prime. That's not my thing.
What do you need Amazon Prime for?
Those characters and that shows on Amazon.
Oh,
anything about them?
I can give you my login, and then you can just watch them.
It's all right.
But this is apparently 2 pieces. Like, it doesn't look like it, but the Batman is actually separate from the Batmobile because the Batman is $140 statue, which is pretty cool. But that Batmobile behind him
James,
is 1,000.
James, I was going to say it was nice to see you, and then you just had it. He had to start.
With what?
Just read his comment. I won't post it because I'm not doing that. No, get out of here with that. Boo.
Well, no, James, I do not agree.
Disagree.
I do disagree. I mean, the Cylon ship, it's not even a ship. It's a thing.
I don't even know what the Cylon ship is.
It's basically a droid that's flying around. Like it's not
what?
It's a drone. Like not even a drone, because a drone's worked by somebody. It's a droid flying around.
Okay. Spider-Verse Peter had blonde hair. Okay.
That is true.
Huh.
The Chris Pine. The Chris Pine one.
I'm not BK. I'm not trying to screw it. Why is it changing now? Are you checking it every second? Now they're checking it every second. No, people are actually finally watching it, and they feel the same way that I do.
This looks like an ornament. I mean, they're saying this merchandise gives us a first look at the new Thor outfit, I guess, in Love and Thunder. This looks like a Christmas ornament to me. So,
well, considering they're reshooting Love and Thunder, we don't know if this is going to be the freaking.
But it's a different look. I like the big gold helmet. That's kind of cool. I haven't had a helmet in forever.
They did such a good job with the last one. You can get a look. How many Iron Men were good? How many Iron Men were good? 1.5, maybe. How many Captain Americas were good? 1.5.
No, I liked all 3 Caps.
No, two were okay.
You didn't like the first one? Which one didn't you like?
What Civil War was Captain America, right?
Yeah,
that was okay. Wasn't
really?
Good.
I like.
Yeah, it really wasn't like Civil. I mean, it was okay.
I mean, Civil War unfortunately doesn't have the same rewatch value as it did. It's just kind of it runs a little long when you watch it again.
War. People forget Civil War saved Marvel Comics, like literally saved Marvel Comics in 2006. You would not have Marvel Comics if it wasn't for Civil War. So,
yeah. Well, speaking of comics, I think our first one will be somebody who's in our chat and mentioned that their LCS, had burned down. Well, I think they must have been talking about this spot up in Edmonton. So
they do. And yeah, it's unfortunate. And I think there was a couple arsons going around the area, so I don't know what happened, but they said that somebody went inside, spilled gasoline. Did you read the details of this?
I just perused it.
They gasolined the whole floor and then hit it on fire. Yeah, that's bad news.
That is. So there is a GoFundMe if you are interested. But
oh my God.
It's just
how dare I? What is going on in the chat today?
I don't know.
I've never seen so many people. They must have all been smacked by Will Smith.
Yeah, well, here, this isn't going to get any better after you start ranting and raving about this, because here we go.
Yeah, you educated us on this, Marco, because I was just reading that late, and I was like, whoa.
I have it to your mic. But this is the thing.
I forgot to put it up. Thank you.
This is okay. So, what's the guy's name?
Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy. God,
here's his post. I put it up.
Oh, he's an idiot. All right. Now, okay, let's explain how. Should we explain to Sean Murphy? Oh wait, somebody did later. But let's explain to Sean Murphy how printing works. If the printer's delayed, it doesn't go to a second print, you moron. Number 2, don't say, I'm not trying to have this book sailed. I'm just being honest. It's going to a second print, I know. And not know how fucking printing works. Because
he's always honest with his readers. He's always honest with his readers. I'm sorry, Mark. Continue.
No, that's not what he did. In all honesty, what he did was this is the stuff people say.
He could be honest and just be uninformed.
He's a moron. Well, go figure it out. It's not like his first rodeo. How do you not know? No, it does surprise me though. It surprises me how little some of these creators know about. And we've talked to someone behind the scenes, and when you talk to them about how printing and distribution works, you're like, how do you not know how it works? It's like, this is how you should be making money off of this. So let's explain to you what happened with this book. This book, there was problems with a couple of the printers in the book and a couple shipping. So they had to start late printing on the book on the cover A, which is the most ordered cover. That doesn't mean those covers were canceled. That doesn't mean they weren't going to fulfill the orders. Mr. Murphy, for some reason, heard this news and goes, hey, collectors, go out there and buy it. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I'm an honest dude. The price of this is going to go up. It's going to be very collectible. The truth of the matter is he caused FOMO for it. The truth of the matter is they're still printing this. A second printing does not start until the first bit. Yeah. Corban's got one in his hand. Sell that for $40 right now, sir. Sell it for $40 right now.
I got 3.
That's what I'm saying. So certain printers, and by the way, it wasn't every printer. Comic books aren't printed at the same. It's not like you're walking into the back room of mom and pop shop and there's some guy there with a bunch of kids in a sweatshop printing out one printer, man.
With staples.
Printers.
Staple.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works, man. It's not how it works. But then he goes, yeah, I'm not trying to change the market or what do you say, the resale value?
Yeah, he's not trying to bump it up or anything.
Not trying to pump it up or resale the market. Yeah, you were. And then the next thing that came out, because he did later on say, I'm always honest with my readers. Okay, dude. Because not too much longer, he came back on and said, well, what I was trying to say was because some of the printings might go out there, it's going to heighten up the price. And then when the rest of the printings for number one, no, you said it was going to a second print, sir. Good day, sir. And it wasn't. Now it probably will, because this is what's going to happen. People like Corban, who would normally buy one, has now bought 3, and they're going to sit in his box. He's going to sell 0 of them. And now it is going to create an artificial shortage on a book and a bunch of people that would have never bought it. Yes, go ahead.
Let me tell you. Okay, so I bought 3, but it wasn't for that reason. It just got funny. I bought one for myself, one for my little brother who I want to get him started with Batman Beyond, fine, and then one for a friend who couldn't get it. Now, I'm going to take mine and try to sell that bad boy now and make a deal for the other. But originally, no, I'm not a seller. But even now, I'm like, am I going to miss that opportunity? No, I'm not. You're right. I'm going to have to take mine and now try to make it a sellable item when I'm not even that kind of guy. But I'm also not an idiot. And the fact that it's there, yes, he created an artificial market, I guess, if you will, whatever the case may be. I have no choice, right? I have to cash in, right?
You're not. But the problem is, you're going to run out of money. You're going to run out of time before you can get the money.
Yeah.
The problem number 2 with this is don't tell me you're in all honesty, and it's not like he says. Murphy did Indigo, okay, and he did a kicks. He knows how. You know what though, Joe? They don't, because I talked to no. Because when I was talking to, and I believe him, we used to, early on. We brought on when I was on a different show, MCM. We brought on what's his name?
Walmart.
They will end up in Walmart packs. What was the guy's name with the stray dogs? Tony Fleece.
Yes.
And that guy did ponies for years, and he did a Kickstarter, and he no clue how it works. They have no clue how they don't know how their business works. Jeffrey, thank you for this. I feel bad for him too. Am I true in the statement that there has been a couple of arsons in the area? Is that, or do you think this was targeted? If you could fill us in on that one. And they are sitting on shore. Has officially become. Oh no. You do know that the whole dirty flipper thing was a scam, right? Like Jeffrey Albertson was Nico.
Also, I mean, I might honestly, I might just. What if Marco? We'll talk after the show. I have an idea.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll get something right. But no, what I'm saying is I don't this gives a bad name to the people like Cates, because people asked us last week about Cates, and I said no, he's not actually bad. He tries to promote his stuff, and he's a fan, and he tries to just be a fan. This isn't being a fan what Murphy did here. Murphy should know better. And then to not even fully come out with apology, just go oh, maybe I made a mistake and now I made artificial inflation. Oh, by the way, then people will think, and it will, people will think this book is rare. So then when it does come out in 3 days, when it finally gets shipped to the East Coast, people are going to gobble it up, and then there's going to be a shortage on it. And then it'll be sitting in people's boxes, and people will have wasted money on this because the guy you trust in, who you were going to do a special on, and you still might, said that it was a great investment. Either way, Corban, did you read the book? Are we getting?
I did. Are we ready?
Yeah. Are we ready? No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us. Was the book any good though?
Yeah,
yes.
Get rid of that little extra clip.
Yes, it very much was. If you haven't read the original entries in the Murphyverse, which is Batman White Knight and then Batman Curse of the White Knight, this is set 10 years after the fact. So it's not really a spoiler. The book's been out for a minute. But after Curse of the White Knight, Bruce Wayne sees the damage that Batman has caused to the community and to people and whatever. He turns himself into the police. He gives himself into prison. And that's kind of the end of the Batman saga for now. 10 years later, it starts off with Terry McGinnis breaking into the Batcave and stealing this high-tech suit. And what I love about this is the artwork. It's done by Sean Murphy with the coloring by Dave Stewart. Both make a tremendous team. Sean Murphy mostly stuck to the classic interpretation of the Dark Knight of the Batman Beyond costume, but he gave some slight, as you can see on like the rib cage of Batman Beyond, some slight alterations, which only enhanced the way he looks. And then the coloring by Dave Stewart is amazing. Like, you really don't get a whole lot of Batman Beyond in the story. You get like maybe the first 2 full pages. You get a beautiful 2-page spread, and then that's about it. But the way that it's done, the way that you get this dystopian feel in the background, the way the colors are done masterfully well, the way that the layout is presented, it is beautiful. As far as the story, it's solid. Again, Bruce Wayne's in prison. It's really picking up on the interpersonal relationships between Bruce Wayne. You have Jason Todd, who in the Murphyverse was the first Robin. He had been kidnapped by the Joker, but instead of getting killed, he was just tortured and then kind of just ran away. Anyway, he ends up becoming a security guard at the same prison that Bruce is imprisoned at. Fine. Bruce Wayne sees that the Batman Beyond suit's out and open. He's like, hey, you know what? I gotta go and stop that guy. So he decides to break out of prison, knowing they could have broken out at any time. He decides to break out of prison to go find Terry McGinnis, who stole the Batsuit with the help of one mysterious mentor, who, since the Murphyverse is different than the animated series, Terry McGinnis's mentor is Bruce Wayne. In the Murphyverse, it's Derek Powers. And I love that twist. There is a kind of surprise ending. I didn't find it much of a surprise. I didn't find it very interesting myself. But there is a twist at the end I think people find interesting. The story was very good.
Why do people? I don't understand this. Like, Batman's always boring. So why do people want the multiverse or the Murphyverse? What's so big about it?
Because, so what he does, he's somehow taken the Batman mythos and kind of created its own world, its own legend within that. You know,
like
more
future state or something like. I hate
like no, but they have their own. Like, Bruce Wayne has actually went like, oh, what if the police did find out? Like, okay, Bruce Wayne is Batman. What if they didn't know? Hey, you know, like, well, no one thinks about this, but all the damage that Bruce Wayne actually causes, you know, after he kidnaps the crooks, look what he's done in the community. Look at the money that's gone into it. Like, that's
what Marvel did like 20 years ago with Damage Patrol.
No, but Damage was half done. Like, Damage compared to this was different. Also, I mean, I will give you credit. Damage did take that type of story, but you're also looking at the artwork by Sean Murphy, which is amazing. The interpretation, he always has every kind of vehicle from all of the Batman shows, like the animated series Batman, the Tumbler from the Dark Knight. Like, it's the perfect mix of
all the hits. That's what it is. It's all the hits. He puts all the hits into the book.
But he mixes it up. For example, like I said, you have a Batman right now where you have this Gotham 10 years later. There's a civil war between this paramilitary group headed by Dick Grayson and the Gotham PD headed by Barbara Gordon. And you also have Jason Todd in the mix, who is normally dead in any Batman story, or the Red Hood, except he turns to the Red Hood without dying. So there's a totally different dynamic in there as well. Terry McGinnis has no connection to Bruce Wayne at all. Like, none at all. He's being mentored by Derek Powers, who came into power while Bruce Wayne was out. Like, it's the same story, yes, but it's flipped on its head. And the dynamic.
This is just an add-on to his universe, right? Because I've seen this. What you're saying, and that character over there.
I've read a lot of Batman.
Wasn't the paramilitary thing in Future State or something else at some time?
Not headed by Batman's Robin, no. Like, yeah, they've done like elements of it. Again, it's the dynamic of the characters in them themselves that changes it. Yeah, I mean, it's come on now. We've seen this in Batman Beyond. We've seen this in
just a remix of
Blade Runner. Like, all the elements are there, yes, but he's made it his own because he invests in the characters, and the artwork's pretty good too. So that's why I'm not. Yeah, I definitely am not like, oh, he's the greatest, but like, I definitely respect what he's done as a creator in this space of taking traditional Batman stories and elevating them.
That's why it sounds familiar, is because he takes a lot of elements from other stories before and puts them together. Okay, very good.
But yeah, well done. I'm looking forward to it. I give it a 9 out of 10. I did not like the end, but I'll leave that to the readers.
So it's still a healthy score, 9 out of 10.
Yes, absolutely.
It still was a dirty trick to sell more books, by the way.
That's a separate issue, though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold that against him, but also yes.
It was a dirty trick, yes. Okay, very good.
Let's get on to the rest of the comics. Spidey today featured some interesting things in the final issue before they renumber yet again. So if this is also, I guess, spoilery, if you're Not into that, but we're getting a new character, sort of a death of a character, right?
Oh man.
Like it's kind of the death of Ben Reilly, but it isn't. I don't know how to really explain.
Wait, what? They killed my boy Ben Reilly?
He kind of dives into this stuff that makes him this new character. He's now going to be this character Chasm that looks like a radioactive Carnage.
Yeah, I like it.
But apparently he's not going to be. He as a person is gone. It was reading about the story that's been going on.
I thought they already have a book on the shelves right now. I thought they had a Ben Reilly book on the shelves.
He was in the Spider-Man book. He was the lead of the Spider-Man book for a while, or Amazing Run. But apparently not anymore. Now he's going to be a new character.
Corbin, you going to start picking this up now or no?
I might. I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I mean, I have to get more into Marvel. I'm trying to do more of that now. I'm really just trying to be drawn to the story. I don't know if doing a gimmick of a death and new character is going to do it. The artwork's nice, but
I don't think you want to jump in because JR is going to be doing Spider-Man. You don't want to.
Okay, then maybe not. I need good Marco. I need good Marvel. Pete too. I need good Marvel stories to jump into. The artwork for me is nice, but it's the story that grips me.
I got you.
Put
my thinking cap on.
Joe, Lucy, Yep. Xena Warrior Princess.
I was going to put this one at the end of the comic section here, but since this is actually coming out next week, I felt like to put it in now. So getting into next week's books, Garmadon.
I've been every week I go. I think I mentioned a little bit of this a month ago before the pre, and then I hope you got this, and I hope you're pre-buying this because I think this is going to be.
I did. Well, apart from you telling him about me, I can't remember who it was on IG. I think it was E-Man. E-Man Tony might have hit me up about this on IG, saying, "Hey, get the 1 in 10."
Got the 1 in 10. Got all the variants on it too.
I
have ordered through this whole set. Yeah,
I got. I mean, these all say art not final, but I think these are the covers. And this is the 1 in 10. I did get. I did order this ahead of time because my son has been all about Ninjago.
Leloid. This is Leloid's dad. For those people that don't know, is Leloid's dad part of Ninjago.
Yeah, Leloid.
Also part of the Lego movie. Huge character, and every
it's also Skybound and Lego and comics and
it's like the first time we're gonna get Ninjago in actually a comic format. It's like, I mean, they had it kind of in comics, but it's really always been like those little flip through books or whatever. And these are going to get destroyed real quickly.
They are.
Kids see them, they're going to destroy. Like, I actually have ordered 5 sets of these now because I know my 2 kids are going to destroy an entire set. So there you go. Yeah, Ninjago.
My son has seen how well I take care of comics. It doesn't translate in his mind.
No, it doesn't translate at all.
Well,
that's nice.
My kids do try to bag and board it, but they pull it out and then they slam it in, and it is what it is.
Goes in sideways and
murder in the bag and board.
I suggest if you could kind of get them early, because when next week it hits, like especially probably when everybody's starting to hit their list now, I would assume that all of a sudden somebody's going to be like, "Wait, what is this?" And then they're going to figure it out, and it's going to be I'd be surprised if this book wasn't in demand. We'll see. See.
We'll see. Again, I just take the interest. Like, you know what? My son can't get enough of it. He probably knows better than me with some of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for how inexpensive it was to pre-buy this, to
But we'll see how many are out there. It is there's 10 and 3 covers.
But you got to remember, like, if it's Skybound, like large print runs for Skybound's what, 18,000?
Yeah.
Do you really think there's going to be 18,000 of this? I mean, they had it on the front cover, and they still didn't have the art done. I think people overlooked it. So just to let everybody know, the monthly order. So like, there's a paper FOC for the people that are, well, not FOC, but a preview book that gives you all the FOCs, gives you everything. The Garmadon cover for the 1 in 10 was featured on one of the preview books. So it's like a big book they send you every month. So people do know this book's coming out, but even with that, I thought we would have heard more about it by now.
Yeah.
We have. So
we'll see.
We will see.
Just little tidbits with the Hulk, Thor, this Banner War. Granted, this is the 1 in 50 cover. I just had to pick a cover that was different than the other image, but this is coming out, I think, May at some point. So We'll see what happens to this. It's 60th. It's the 60th anniversary of like the bulk of Marvel's classic characters. So that's why we're going to be getting events and crossovers like this running through the year.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind.
Oh, y'all had those Hulk Grand Designs. There's like 50,000 of them at every comic book store I stopped by today.
Really?
Holy shit. They were all over the place. You ever run out of toilet paper?
And apparently it looks like they're going to be reworking Shang-Chi.
Of course.
A bit, because now, hey, look, those 10
He'll
rings
sign
look a
those.
lot like the rings from the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he will. I like the actor. He's great in Convenience. I have no problem with. Like I said, I don't care what he wants to sign or what he doesn't.
I don't care anything. I could care less about any of that.
Redoing
I like the movie. I can't wait for another one.
At least, there was a big argument years ago when the comic book store owner, and it got taken out of context, and then some jackass said something stupid on the back end of it. But the guy said, "How do you expect me to sell comics when they go in and they see a character in the movies and they come in and they want to read that story and you don't have that character in comics?" And then it got turned into some other bullshit because somebody else got up and said something fucking stupid. But this is good point. This is what they see. This is what the kids want. They watch Shang-Chi. They want to see the 10 rings flying around. They don't want to see Fu Manchu and all the other bullshit. So give it to them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got for the weekly update for at least this week.
That's cool. That was a lot of news. That was really good.
It was a lot of news. We're an hour and a half in.
Yeah, hour and a half in.
So we might have to hold this box for next week.
Okay.
We'll see. Well, it's promised in the thumbnail, so we'll have to.
I know it's in the thumbnail.
All right, let's go. Damn. What's up next?
Well, what do you want to do next?
Do the 5 on 5 minutes. Let's do the 5 on 5. The new segment.
You don't want to do your review first?
Of what?
Or you didn't get it? You were supposed to review a comic or a story for today.
What story was I supposed to? I thought we were going to do the Black Knight thing.
You're good. Yeah, no, you were supposed to do one as well. Somebody had asked you to review the pouch.
Oh, I didn't do the picks. I did the fucking pouch.
We'll do it next week.
We'll do it next week. Whoever that was, we got to get his comment up. Whoever that was with the pouch, we chose it. Next week, everybody read this. What's the book? Let's have everybody who can read it.
It's the Brutalists. It's like
Brutalist number 3, right?
No, what's it? No, Blood.
It's the back half. It's the second story.
Bloodstrike. It's Bloodstrike. Brutalist 23.
23. He wants us to review so how that book was. There was 3 different stories, all featured on. Holy shit!
Here, I got it. I got the cover. I'm uploading it. This book.
Well, that's the variant. Show them the other one. Show them the other. You have the other one. So that's.
I don't know if I have the other one. I think that's the one I grabbed.
People can read it. If you guys could read it, there's 3 stories in it. The first story has the characters, has Liefeld characters, not written by Liefeld, and really you could see how Liefeld just copied shit like Wolverine, and Phoenix and everything else. And then the second story is the pouches, and I think he's trying to make a joke, and it just shows
it's
you
only like 3 pages long. It's like not long at all.
Pages. It's not really good. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll do that for fun next week.
Yeah, we'll do it for fun next week. So if you guys want to read that, just so you can be up on it, it's 23. Pouches is one of the covers. The other cover is the first story. I can't remember what the first.
All right, so you want to do the 5 in 5 next?
5 and 5. Let's get it done quick.
All right, well, let me do this first.
Hey, I enjoyed the movie. I really did enjoy the movie. Oh, great. 5 and 5. I'm already reading it. 5 and 5. Good start.
We didn't start the timer yet because I still getting things ready.
5 and 5. It's 5 comics in 5 minutes. We're just going to talk about them shortly. Some of them we might have talked about. And we're going to kind of look at how the market looks at them. All right. Pete, what do we have?
Hold on. I've got to get this the presentation part of it up. I still had the news up. That's why I had to switch it over. All right. Do you want to hit the timer? Or do you want me to hit the timer? Let's give him an explanation of what we're doing.
So this time we're going to try to incorporate a little bit of everything. We're going to try to incorporate maybe a sale that's done exceptionally well on eBay. We're going to try to highlight maybe something that is, under the radars in the LCS, and then we're going to throw in a couple extra things. Like if you got some news on some movies or something, that look at a couple of prices.
Yeah, I'm going to mix it up. It's going to be 5.
Maybe a Wednesday Warrior book. So we're gonna do a little bit of everything. Let's get the 5 and 5 going. I have no pain for Moon Knight. Hit the clock. We'll run through it. You guys can tell us how we should tighten this up or loosen it up. All right.
The timer is now running.
Well, we got to go. What's our first book?
Our first book is Werewolf by Night.
You get what was it? 9.6?
9.8.
9.8.
Best offer on $90,000. They accepted $65,000.
Holy shit! This was today, so apparently some people thought the first episode was really good. You know what I mean?
$65,000.
Imagine, man, 65,000. I mean, this is a point where it's getting out of pocket, right? Like, there's no way this book should be 65,000. I'm sorry,
Well,
it's a good book.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard book to get in 9.82.
Oh, absolutely, but still,
I mean, definitely, like, good for you if you got your money, because you probably bought this book for 8 years ago. You probably bought it for $20.
that's a healthy discount off of 90 too. Like, to go to 90 to 65, that's a healthy offer.
There's, whenever we get a 9.9 or a 10, we put crazy numbers on it. And we usually
remember, we got 5 minutes, so we'll remove. That's our
go. Next book.
Well, Nova news. So we got Nova.
Some people think it's gonna be Dick Ryder. Let's go.
This is just example sales.
Yeah, 135 sales over the last week.
Since the last week.
Holy shit! Yeah,
280 raw, 279 8.5s. Again, 135 sales. You can guess. There's a lot of sales.
Also, a great book. If 4 years ago you could have got this for $10.
Yep. I think I paid $25. I think I paid $25 for mine.
I didn't pay more than $10, and I bought like 6 copies. I love it, but I like Dick Ryder. So
wait, I do too.
Okay, next up, go. What's our next book?
That's my glass. That's my Nova. But here we have the other Nova too, because a lot of people have been buying this.
Thank you for Daggett's Comics. He sold me a stack of these for $5 a piece a couple years back.
There are people buying stacks, not stacks, but people are selling lots of 5 of these this past week for like 150, 160 for 5.
Good hold off. Yep.
After $100 9.8, 25 to $50 raw.
Dig out that 9.8. All right.
Yeah,
go.
$100, 115 sales.
What are you through 3? All right, close.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Let's see if Murphy's pump and dump worked. Did Murphy's pump and dump work?
It's like $15 online, and there were 50 sales today. That's just today. At the time I did it like a couple hours ago. So,
Corban, what were you hoping to buy with it?
I was hoping to get a couple, maybe lunch.
You'll just pay for your other copies.
I hope logs are still $5, because if they aren't, you ain't getting one. Ooh, the pump and dump didn't even make it through the Wednesday flip.
Oh, that's good. Wow,
it's solid for a Wednesday book.
Yeah, is it?
Upon release, yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. That's what the Spidey book's doing, and it's getting the same kind of heat behind it. And that was like $6 cover too.
What was this? What was this? How much was this?
This was probably $5. If I were to guess.
Yeah.
I think it was $5. And then our last one is kind of a book that is one you should probably watch. This came out. This one's today, right? Issue 2. This is the RI.
Came out today. Yeah. Actually harder to find than I thought. I actually had to reserve it.
Yeah, this is one to keep an eye on, because this is the RI for G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures. I can't remember who else told, like you mentioned it, but somebody else told me about this, because I went and bought the issue 1 based off of their recommendation.
I have issue 1.
I have it too. I got it over here because it just came in today in the mail, my issue 1. Because this is issue 2 came out today. I actually pre-ordered this from Midtown, so this is on its way.
This is the RI. This is actually a really cool RI too.
Yeah, it's the VHS cover. It's
I don't know if people can see that.
There you go.
Yeah, I paid that. I paid $10 for it.
Yeah, I paid $15, I think, for mine. I think I got it from like Ultimate Comics or something. And like I said, this is issue 2, came out today. But if you look at, again, the one Marco just showed, this came out last month, issue 1, the RI, the price jumped this last week. Look, the last sale was for $50 on that RI for number 1. A lot of $25 listings. You might
still be able to get for $20 out there if you look hard enough.
There's a lot of $25 listings right now. Not a lot, I should say. It's like a half dozen listings. Most of them are $25. There's one that's like 40.
I gotta tell you. Yeah, I know the cover art's kind of funny, Eric, but like the inside. Have you read this book? I've read them both.
I just got it today, so I didn't read it yet.
Okay, I'm a big G.I. Joe guy, believe it or not. It's like the cartoon, bro. Like you're reading it. It's the fucking like the voices of the cartoon go off. They do like at the end they have a 1 page. In this one, spoiler alert, number 2, spoil the last page. A kid stealing comic books off a comic store bumps into Snake Eyes. right? And then they have the moment of learning and everything at the end. And now G.I. Joe knowing half the battle at the end of it. They give you the little promo cut from the setting. They look exactly like, oh, it's so cool. Dude, I'm telling you, they got Zartan and the whole group in the beginning. And then like Cobra Commander shoots the artifact. They joke and he shoots the artifact. Dude, it's so good. It is so good, guys. Is the B cover sold out today? Oh, because of the Zartan.
Like I said, I just got my number one in the mail. I didn't read it yet, but I did get it today.
Zartan was the B cover? Son of a bitch. I don't think I got the B cover. I think I only got
the cover. I thought the B cover was the Viper, the Cobra Viper. Was that A?
Viper, no, that was one.
Oh, okay. So the Cobra Viper.
Book, he wishes from the genie to have these big ones. But don't just get the book. Like buy.
The timer started again. We got to take the timer down. That doesn't count. We did our 5 minutes.
Okay, we're done. 5 minness. All right.
No, I cut you. The time I took the thing off the screen when 5 minutes was up.
All I'm gonna say is, they do miss their shots a lot too. Tiger Fett, they do.
Yeah.
Great book to read too, though. Like especially if you grew up in that era, it's fun. But I would assume that there's not a crap ton of them out there. Is that comparative to every other series? Who said that? Was it Leftover? Yeah, compared to every other series, I wouldn't. But do watch out. I mean, I don't know how much. I guess 1 and 2 is done pretty well, so they're probably going to come out with. I mean, I have the one for 3. Yeah, let's see what happens. I think it's a 4-part miniseries.
Yeah, they get 4 parts. But to your point, like the regular IDW GI Joe books, there aren't a lot. A lot of those, it's like 8,000 copies. Like that's it. And then you figure 1 in 10s. So you do the math on that. How many are out there?
Out of GI Joe Adventures, a sub.
That's what I'm saying. Now you put in it's a mini series kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the print run on the GI Joe Adventures is like a 5,000. So the 1 in 10, maybe there's 500. Maybe.
Too bad it was a kind of exclusive because we could get more of them. But all right. But I will say this with the B cover, just because it's sold out at Midtown, that doesn't mean try reorders on it.
Just because Midtown's sold out, things pop up.
Go back. Daggett, ask him in private if he can do it. If not, try to find your LCS and ask for a reorder on the B cover and see what you can get. And then even at that, just watch it because they'll have, like we said, those last minute sales. We're done with the high 5, right?
Yep, we're done. You want to go to the tier list?
I guess we got to. I'm going to run to take a view real quickly. So if you could fill in some time.
Well, I'm going to run the intro and I'll get it all set up while you go.
Also, cop this new trade.
Oh, what'd you get?
Carnage Epic Collection.
Ooh.
Although I actually don't recommend it.
Well, it is kind of a silly story.
Well, okay, so you have a few Epic Collections, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like them because you collect, their first couple appearances, 20, whatever. But for Venom, it was cool because Venom, it was like all of his appearances for like a year span.
Yeah.
For Carnage, what I don't like about it is that and I think this is what you're referring to, it's like 85% maximum Carnage.
Yeah, because that's all he had. That's the thing. Like, he spent so much time building it up that was all Carnage was.
So you have this book here. Mind you, maximum Carnage you can buy on Amazon for like $23 right now. The trade. They put it back in print. You can get it at the store for like $29. So I paid, my LCS gave me a 20% discount. $44.
Okay.
Discount included $39. But $39 for maximum Carnage and like 30 pages extra.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they give you like 345, 340? Did they show you like Cletus Cassidy before and like the little symbiotes?
Nope. The first thing you get of the first page, 361.
Really? It's 3. They don't even do the lead in.
Nope, 361. In fact, there is no lead. Oh no, they give you lead in. My bad. Here, no, you get where Venom
only a couple of pages when you add it all together.
Yeah, and then you get his first kill.
Yeah, that was like 359 or 360.
Yeah, you nailed it. 359, 360. You got it. Yeah,
I remember.
So you know.
Yes, I remember.
Yep, and it's funny because I got Randy Emberlin. I actually have it in my closet. Like the sketch of 361. And a variant one with Venom in place of Carnage. So
that's cool.
That was pretty cool. But other than that, like after you get that done, all of it maximum Carnage. You get a story at the end of another. You get the annual, Amazing Spider-Man number 28, the annual, and then
the annual. No, not the. I was thinking of the giant size that had Reek or whatever the heck her name was.
Which one?
I can't think of it. Oh, she was in the movie. The girl.
Oh yeah.
It's the cover's the blue one. It's the start of Maximum Carnage.
Yeah. I
the
think it was
big,
Shriek.
whatever the heck it is.
Not Shriek. I think it is Shriek. No,
I can't remember what the hell her name is.
Now I gotta look it up. Anyway, here I'm gonna look it up. But then after
we're talking
that,
Maximum Carnage because Corby got a trade.
Yeah, exactly. No, you said it was Shriek. You know what? I watched Batman
Shriek.
Beyond, so Shriek, the villain, and Shriek, and there threw me off. Anyway, bottom line.
That's why I didn't know if I was confusing it with the DC. Yeah, the DC.
Yes, exactly. But then at the end, you get that. You get a few like a little bit of like a Wizard variant cover and the Marvel Handbook and some sketch. It's not worth the $44. It looks great. The print's great. Like that's all good. But it's not worth the $44 to get Maximum Carnage.
Especially if you already have Maximum Carnage.
Exactly. And when Maximum Carnage is in print right now for half the price. So I'm actually going to turn this back in. I know that I'm not going to get full credit or anything back for it, but I'm like, hey, whatever. I didn't brand it or do anything to it. It's in good condition. Give me something back for it. I'll buy a comic that I'll actually keep. I can give it to somebody else, but I mean, I'm not getting my money back for it, but it's not even worth keeping around for me. I like it, but I don't need Maximum Carnage for $50.
Not for 50. Not when you can get it for less.
You know, when you're in the comic book store, you can thumb through something real quickly.
Well, the trades at my LCS are closed in a plastic.
Oh.
So you really can't. All I had was to look at it and look at the back, to look at the comic number. So I pulled on my phone and I looked at a few, but I stupidly only looked at the beginning and the end and not the whole middle contents. And I don't know. I know storylines, but I don't know the numbers.
Because he was going through, I was like, so it's got this. Right?
Exactly. Because I remember going 361, and I knew 361 was going to be in there because why wouldn't it? But I didn't know, for example, Spider-Man Limited #1 and #2. That's part of Maximum Carnage. Your boy had no idea. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was it.
Well, I hope. Hey, one more thing though, to make sure you guys tell us what you think below about the 5. If you liked it, cool. If not, we'll try to. I think we just want to keep it more towards what goes on Wednesdays, right? We were originally planning to do that with this show, and we got away from it for a bit. And now with Corban coming back, talking about that, about what he did with that, and reviewing the Murphy pump and dump book. I figure we're gonna get back to doing it.
Yeah, we want it to be a nice little mix of what's going on Wednesdays, what happened over the last week, as well as things to kind of look ahead to. It just like a little living, breathing thing that just kind of alters. It's not going to be your traditional like hot list. That's why we didn't put numbers. We didn't rank them. Like we didn't do it. Like we didn't rank them like number wise. It's just we just threw a few things out there to kind of touch all those little touch points.
Good. I'm glad you like seeing me on the clock. All right, let's go. Let's get into our rankings.
All right, let me run this.
Yeah, and if you guys have a better name for that segment too, let us know. Corban, what's your feelings on
longer than I thought it was?
Are you a Dick Rider or are you a Sam?
Huh?
Are you a Dick Rider or are you a Sam?
I'm a Sam.
Sam man.
I'm a Sam man myself.
All right, cool. All right, you like Alexander? That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll never be associated with. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm riding it all day.
All right, so we're going to rank the books. We're going to rank Richard. We're going to rank Sam. It hasn't come out which one it's going to be. It could be a combination of the two. And
I think eventually it will be two, regardless of however it plays out. We'll get both.
So we've already started out with Nova #1, so we're going to do Nova #1. Nova #1 not only has Nova, it has his, it has a lot of people in it. Nova 1's got a lot. It's got him. It's got his mom. It's got a bunch of firsts. It's also a pretty good book.
To be fair, there are a lot of them too.
There's Nova #1, folks. Where are we putting it? From S, which is superior, all the way down to T, which is the trash can. We've got everything in between. We haven't done it. It's going to be a Nova versus Nova runoff today. I still like this book. What did you say this book was averaging? $200?
Well, yeah, some of the raws. I mean, there's some that are less, obviously. It's grade sensitive, but you're getting in that like mid to high range, that like 8.5 range. It's like 200 or so.
You know what? There's so many though that I think no matter what you want it copy for, like if you want a copy, there's a price range still.
There is. I think right now, like I still think you're probably going to be paying like $50-$60 for a low grade, which that wouldn't sit right with me because there are a lot of these. But
Nova's got a lot of weird stuff, so we cut that kind of down a little bit. My Richard Rider was 52, and then I had to cut it down to what, like 14?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. How many do we have sides? Do we have per?
Yeah. The slides. Yes, they're 14 apiece. So we got 14 each.
I still think even at $50 raw, you're still kind of an S tier.
This is still at least an A for me. I want to say S because it's the first, but again, it's just the sheer number, the volume of copies that are there, and
I know, but the price, I think trends towards that many copies being there. Like,
yeah, I know, and that's the tricky thing. That's the part that rubs me. I'm like, price is still going up, and like, you know what? There's still probably room.
Yeah, we just looked at Moon Knight, where it's like
She-Hulk was doing, and yeah, what Moon Knight's done.
Holy shit! Oh, they're putting an A. Put him in A. All right, put him in A.
I actually like A. I'm definitely gonna be more in the background on this one because I'm learning from Nova.
That's what you should buy is the trade for Nova. Actually, some of the characters that start off is kind of crazy too with them. All right, since we did that, we're gonna go Sean. We'll probably go with the more expensive Sam Alexander book too. We're gonna go with
not actually.
It's not of all the Sam books. Oh, I'm sorry, this one right here.
The variant there is the black and white. Even the regular Bradshaw, that's still only like 50.
It's still only $50.
Yeah, it's kind of even. There's more copies of the other one obviously sell, but this is still 25 to 50 right now.
Mm-hmm. And for not saying it and leading it in,
but we're starting with this one. We did do both.
That's how it always works out. Yeah, we'll start off with this book, which I think is still A tier too. I think, especially at the price point, like if you're getting one, they've interlinked the two of them so much at this point that I think if you're getting one, plus we already got Miles, we've already got Khan. Like the third member of the Champions is Nova.
The triumvirate.
Yeah, triumphant of it. Yeah, they alone.
Yeah,
especially,
and I do like this cover better than the other one. So I would, if I could get of the two, and it's not because there's Nova on this cover. It's just the Watcher cover is kind of lame.
BK is a dick rider, and he's not a big Sam Alexander guy, I guess.
I'm telling you, the price, to your point, the price is still good. There's still like $25 copies. Like I said, it's like 25 to 50 is really what's out there raw right now. When you consider how much Kamala Khan's first, and it's also a Marvel .1.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, come on, that's a couple $100. Not saying that this is going to hit that same level, but I think it'll close the gap from $25 to.
I think James is right. You could get a generational thing. They're going to do a little back and forth. I've seen a couple ways that they could open up in that.
Yeah, they definitely could.
Ooh, wow, a couple B's. Some people
I still like this for A, personally.
No, I think we're going to have to put it in A because me and you like A and they don't. It's like half and half, so we're the tiebreaker. Too much going on in this cover. Oh, you don't like the cover that much? Okay, I can give you that.
Well, this one also gets that little piggyback. It does have the variant, which is very expensive.
Very, very expensive. Yeah. I don't know if we should piggyback that or not. All right.
We had to differentiate, so otherwise
we're going to do doubles next. So let me get into a couple doubles here. Speaking of weird bad guys, but okay, so this is what I did. This is what I did with bad guys. For their enemies, I had to set enemies that did show up in both series pretty much, or showed up in cross sections. So like some of Sam's, it showed up also in Champions and New Warriors, and with Richard Rider, they pretty much showed up in Sam Alexander Nova too. But if it showed up mainly first was in Rider, we gave it to Rider. Diamond Head.
Diamond Head.
It's number 3 for The Man Called Nova, an underlooked at book, but a character that they re-evolved to end up kind of being, I mean, he's still around, right? Like he's still there.
Yeah.
And 3's still kind of cheap, to be honest.
Hanging around. Yeah. I mean, seriously, outside of 1, like that series, maybe did it run 25 or 24?
20.
Whatever the final issue too also gets that little bit of a last issue.
I didn't put in here though is I think it's 6, and 6 has got like every artist shows up in the, like Stan Lee shows up in it. Shows up in it. Yeah. It's the one where there's like it's Noah going against. I'll pull it up.
I collected it. I got the whole run. I just got it in my box in the closet. I did.
I add it, and I was like, how important is? So they're giving it C here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not this headline villain or anything.
Throughout this series, he also shows up in some of the later Dick Richards series, and then in some of the Sam's. Not going anywhere. It's like a $3 book at this point.
D. That's poor.
D. They're giving it D's and C's. I think it would be in the C range, but these boys are giving it D's down here.
Nobody likes Diamond Head. D is for Diamond Head.
Yeah, so, all right. I mean, C's Astro giving it a C2. 2 C's, 2 D's.
I think we can see, because Eric's also got a C. I think we're even on the C's and D's, and we say C. So let's.
I say C too. Yeah, I would never give Diamond Head a D.
Yeah. All right, so it's the first appearance of I'm gonna say the words.
World Mind?
Mega Man?
No, World Mind. World Mind's actually the place where the AI it ends up turning up into the place where the AI, so like in their helmets, all of the conscious of all of the Nova Corps load up into World Mind. And we've kind of, if you've watched Guardians of the Galaxy, they've kind of hinted at World Mind already. And if you have World Mind,
didn't they also kind of like mix it a little bit with like that's Guardians. I was thinking of Captain Marvel with the Kree, the super intelligence.
No, they didn't do that yet.
Yeah.
But what they
I was confusing in my head for a second.
They brought World Mind back, and it's important, and we'll talk about it later with Sam. So if they bring in Sam, World Mind has a lot to do with how Sam eventually meets. There's some misconceptions, but eventually meets.
Yeah, we'll clear that up.
Yeah, with the writer. So, and this book I think is like literally $1. It's not 8, so it's 6 is the one that has all the artists in it.
Yeah, it's tough finding these older books for $1 anymore. But yeah, you'll find a beat copy probably for $1, but you might have to spend 2 or 3.
You think Sphinx is it? Nah, I don't think so. I think Diamond's more important than Sphinx. All right. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know how much this book is really going to be. But you know what's weird is like people collect weird crap now, right?
Yeah.
Like I just
where are we going to put it?
That's true.
I think it'd be D, but like I don't know, man.
Hey, think about it. How many people bought the?
I will give it a D.
First appearance of the planet Typhon, Star Wars collectors. We'll
That's what I'm saying. Like,
weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving it C though. They're giving it to the C.
Wow.
It would C.
I mean, Mega Man isn't even the best Mega Man out there. I'm just kidding.
Well, you a Proto Man fan?
Yeah, you know it. You know where my allegiances lie, Pete.
So I'll give you a crossover character too that crosses over the both.
Oh, wait, why do we still got that one up?
I know Pete. Well, because I'm going to put this one up. Pete asked me why the hell I put in Moonarch Star Stalker.
Real quick before you move on to this, just to clarify, you know how Marco can sometimes mispronounce things. Now imagine what text to speech does when he mispronounces names, and I got to figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that one. So he has links back. He has definitely links to Dick Ryder, but the more important thing is when he's with Nova, when he's with Sam Alexander, Sam Alexander is trying to figure out what's going on. He wants to leave the Nova Corps at one point, and the World Mind is very important. He ends up saving Star Stalker, and Star Stalker takes him up into the ship into an area. He ends up finding the World Mind, and I'll tell you why this is important. We'll show you in the comments why.
Not a member of the Silverhawks.
Not a member of the Silverhawks. Actually, he's got like a photo eye at the point. And
I don't know. It looks like a Silverhawks toy, but yes, not a Silverhawk.
Pretty much he ends up getting Nova to meet Event Rick. If it wasn't for him, he would have never met Dick Ryder.
You're not selling Eric.
I'm sorry. I'm too mature.
Eric's like, you can stop. D.
Yeah, I think he's more important. He's one of the funny well, this is why I think he's better than D. Let me explain why. Because when they do these space things,
Astro's a fan.
Because when they do these space things, they always need that funny off character like the Rocket Raccoons of the world or the Howard of the Ducks or the Cosmos, which I didn't put Cosmo in here because it was a weird thing about him. But
I consider Cosmo a Guardian. So more
yeah. But he first showed up in the Nova book.
Yeah, I know. But it's still with Nowhere, which I guess is
my point. So he would be Cosmo. He's like the Cosmo / when you see him in it cinematically, that's how you would see him. That's why I put him in here because of the link over. Did he touch the bathing suit? Come on,
Jesus.
The girl, there you go. All right, so I guess we're going.
I think the only grade we got was a D. Even though
I think it's a D.
Dude, look at this. Good job, Dennis. Good. There you go. Send me one, buddy. Planet Arizona just woke up. Member of the Silverhawks. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I did.
It probably would be better. But...
Go back and check it out. We do the new segment, so hopefully you enjoy it. It was kind of a lot about New Comic Book Day. It's only 5 minutes. All right. Who's the second one then? So they didn't trash him.
They didn't trash him, but the best you got is a D.
It's all right. I'll deal with it.
Man, you never trust a man with a golden bird, as Joe says.
When we talk about cross venture enemies that might be something good for a cheap book, Nova Infinity, we have got what the heck is her name again? Chaldean or what? Calderan?
It's not Cal Kestis.
Caloridian. So remember
what are you trying to say?
This girl's name.
I don't remember this girl's name, but the name you're saying makes me think of
Yeah, I'm confused a little bit.
Caroline Jean, who was Runaway.
Aldrine is her name. She was like the offspring of one of the. You remember the 3 characters that were hanging around like Ronin and were like hit people. Remember, it was Midnight. There was the female one was called Midnight.
Proxima Midnight.
Yes. Okay. This is her little offspring that tries to kill Nova a bunch of times, then comes back, then starts messing with the champions. Like she's one of those enemies that just keeps on coming back and keeps on coming back.
Lego Cauldron Fa is what you.
Cauldron? Is that her name? Cauldron?
I don't know. That's how you typed it, which doesn't mean it's right.
I wanted to. So there's a Lego book in this one. There's actually a variant. He covers like a Lego type book that I think.
That's why you put that. There is a Lego Nova. It's the first cut. It's the issue 1, but Lego.
Well, they have it in 8-2, so there it is. But apparently, he didn't want to put that one in there. Caldera, there it is.
There it was. I saw it. I saw Eric at it.
Caldera, yeah. It is a crazy character, but it's also a character that that's what I'm saying. It's a character that will down the road right now super duper cheap, and down the road, I mean, they keep bringing the
a lot of C's,
keep bringing it back. Fine, that's fine. Yeah. I don't think it should. I think C is a great place for it.
Yeah, C is fine.
These characters shouldn't be. Not everybody's got to be an A.
No,
I think if it's a dollar character that eventually has the possibilities of showing up,
I just like to remind people that BC is middle of the road. B is slightly above the middle line. C is just below that middle line.
B is definitely F, and trash is I can't even look at it. Right?
Yeah.
Well, there is that.
There's that. But if that was the Lego book, I think it would have been a solid C. But somebody can't read my. When it says Lego, and
I saw Lego, but I didn't know what you meant. Again, it was a long day.
It's been a long day. Okay.
We did what we could for you guys.
Yeah, I think a very important book when we're talking about all this stuff, even we're talking about Nova, but I really do think this is the way to go, and this is why. After Secret, we have Secret Invasion here, and some people might say, well, Annihilation Wave technically could have come before Secret Invasion around the same time of it. As far as printing, it came before. I understand that. But what I'm saying is just how they moved around Civil War 2 to tell stories. I do have a feeling if you're going into the space to introduce people through Secret Wars or Secret Invasion into space, then that would be a great opening up to tell the story of Annihilation Wave, which is also when you hear Nova, what you have to think of. And here you get Annihilation.
I want Annihilation. Annihilation's a good story.
Yeah. And it's still, it's still not out of this hemisphere. Now, it is a bad guy spec book.
No, not on its own. Don't forget Franklin.
Oh yeah, Franklin here too. Yeah,
you get a double shot, so this makes it a little extra interesting when you got another first appearance. Franklin Richards is also in this first time.
Yeah, Franklin. Nobody cares because they had a change.
I know, but we might. I'm telling you, that's might.
No, I mean they will because they'll get the kids. They'll get the kids. You'll get the Wonder Kids or whatever.
Yeah, we'll get the Family Fantastic Four.
The Family Fantastic Four, and then yeah. But like I said, I mean, I still like this book. I'm still buying 6. You know what I mean? It used to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's not to get ahead of things. Come on, wouldn't FF make like a good show, like the Future Foundation? That would be like perfect opportunity for a show.
Perfect kid show, absolutely.
Exactly. Anyway.
I buy Future Foundation 1 too. So like, I mean, I'm not looking. I'm not.
Get some Dragon Man mixed in, so you got a little CG. Anyway.
Annihilation's really dope.
It is.
I love it. I actually like that War Kings. Annihilation, like that whole Space Odyssey area.
Abnett and Lanning really got.
It was good, man. Really good.
Good stuff.
As for this, it is. I don't think you're out of pocket, James. I don't think you are. A, B. I think B's a little out of pocket. I think you're an A or S territory.
You don't like B?
It's too low. B is too low. This is a good deal.
Again, I'm learning. That's why I'm quiet on this, because Nova stuff in general, this is new to me.
I think this is like, so it's still so far down the road, but like a lot of us who've been buying this book have been like, when they do space, they go to Nova, and when they go to Nova, they do Annihilation. And when they do that, you got to do this.
We got to get a Nihilist.
Eventually, the Nihilist, and eventually, if you go Fantastic Four, Franklin's pain in the ass, stupid shit's going to show up, and guess what? He's in this book too.
He's also in this book too.
Now, this is priced just below a high tier villain. That's what the pricing is for this book. It's just below a high tier villain. They're not adding in the Franklin yet. You're not getting even the Franklin bump on it.
True. Yeah, I'm definitely an A, at least an A.
I'm S with him too, but we're getting very high A's on it. Pete, could you look up what a 8.0 of this is going for?
An 8.0 of what are we looking for? Of a
Fantastic Four.
I hit the wrong button.
6.
Yeah, Fantastic Four annual.
Yeah. King size special.
I got it. All right, annual 6. You want an 8.0. That's what you want. I'm not hitting eBay. I'm going to find graded prices. Oh, it's not cheap.
No, it's in the thousands, right?
Yeah, it's Whoa,
okay.
March 28th, one sold for almost $2,000.
Okay.
But in February 22nd, one sold for about $1,000. So I don't know what that jump was between February and now.
$1,000. I mean, honestly, at $1,000 for this, that's
if I'm looking at February, 1,100, January about 1,200, December 1,300. It was about 1,300, 1,200.
Yeah, I think even at 1,500, that's still S tier for. I mean, especially if you get the double. If you get the double out of it, shit. If they drop Fantastic Four news and they drop Nova, and it becomes Reed Richards is who you get. Good night. You're not getting that for $1,500. If they drop one of those two things, you just need one of them.
You can still find there's a pour available for $90 if you want a pour copy. It looks like there's a rip. And then the cover's kind of detached.
I think they already have him born. I think Franklin will already be born. Yes. All right. What are we doing? Are we S'ing this or are we A'ing it? Which one?
I could go either way, but I'm at least an A personally.
Same. I mean, I'm learning.
Very. See, that's what I'm with Joe here. Like I'm a very high A.
Put it in S. It's got to be S. It's probably our only S, to be honest with you.
Well, we'll see if the chat wants to pull it down, they can. But
yeah,
I think it's a good one.
All right. Speaking of people. That this is when you're talking about the holiday special, when you're talking about Nova.
Mr. Wendell?
I think they're going to put in Quasar.
Quasar could get you to Philavel, which is a character I think we will get.
Yeah. And Quasar, especially with Annihilation, has a lot to do with Nova. A ton. So we got 217 here, Captain America and the Falcon. I don't think this is still out of pocket book, actually, right?
No, because there's like a few options for Quasar, I think, because there's that Hulk book too.
Hello. What do you think, Zaggy? Are you putting in S tier? I put it in S tier. Whatever. All right. What were you saying, Pete? Sorry.
I was just saying, I think the problem with Wendell and Quasar is that I think you got that Hulk book. Isn't like Hulk like 217 or so? It's something like there's another one that people like to point towards for a first as well.
Whatever.
Exactly, because you get the problem of the character appearing, and then it becomes a different name, and it's one of those long, convoluted Marvel things.
B. We're giving it B. I think that's actually not a bad place for it.
That's not a bad place for a quick, because Quasar is really not that big deal of a character. To me,
didn't he have his own line?
A few stories, but not a great line. I mean,
he had a limited series in that Annihilation thing, didn't he? I thought.
Yeah, he did. He had a 4-issue mini. He also had an ongoing back in the 90s.
I mean, it's only if you believe we're getting the Annihilation wave, right?
I guess so.
We're making the people's. Which BK, you said I was mad about Moon Knight, but apparently you're upset about something today. What is it? What do we need to talk about today, BK? What's good? What's going on?
Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. What am I looking for? Where the heck is it? There he is. Found it.
This is what we're going with. Miss Marvel's wearing similar bracelets to Quasar. Okay, whatever it takes, man.
I'm telling you, we're getting Philavel.
Oh no, we're gotta go the other way, right?
You go whichever way you want.
Nova. Honestly, this is what I'm doing with this.
But Sam bump this one up a little bit.
I like Sam Alexander, right? But here's the problem that I have with it. When you start getting into it, like you've got Ryder who's got what, 40 years or 30, 20, 40 years almost with stuff, right? 80 something. Yeah, 40 years worth of stuff. You got Sam Alexander who's got 10 years worth of stuff. So number 17 is when his sister ends up putting on the black helmet and becomes pretty much nowhere for a little bit. That's all I got on it, really. I had to do something. I had to fill in something. So are we keeping this out of the trash, guys? You know they're going to put the little sister there. You know they're going to do this as a one-off.
We got to give it a D. We got to save it.
Yeah, you know people are going to get all up and like, oh, they got it. So
we got to give it a D.
I know, BK. I got you, bro. But yeah, so that's what it is. It's the first time his sister gets in it.
Where are we putting it?
They're doing Sam Alexander. We did 17 where the sister becomes Nova.
Yeah, where are you putting it? That's what I'm saying. Where am I putting it?
We're kind of D-ish.
D-ish?
Though.
Ooh.
I'm feeling D-ish. Again, I'm not sure, like, what it could be, but
that like a D is like a.
Quasar series didn't run 100, did he? No way.
What, Quasar? Didn't go. No, it didn't go 100.
Wasn't there 2 small series about it though?
No, Quasar didn't go 100. How long did Quasar go for?
Not banning him, Zaggy. Knock it off. She's a C. C. They're giving it C. Okay, I can live with C. D. Sympathy D. A D. 2 C's. I mean, they're gonna do it. It's a $1 book.
Oh, he did all right.
Who?
60.
Oh, 60. All right.
60 for Quasar.
60 issues. Yep. Zaggy got it.
I always think of what is it, 31 or 32? The one that was like
Pete, we're 2 hours in. Are we putting her in C or D?
D.
I already put her in D. I thought you guys
I said D from the jump. Yeah, we moved on.
You're not ban me. Oh my gosh.
I thought you guys decided.
Coming from Marco, jeez.
I was just looking up the other stuff.
Hey, man. Hey, you're disappointing. All right, AOA, you tell us next week what we're ranking. We'll put it up there for you. I'm just going to destroy whatever. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to destroy it. All right, one that's got a lot of other stuff in it. It's got his dad. It's got his bully. It's got his Earth girlfriend. We'll get into that later. Nova number 1. And we're not talking about the 1 in 100 sketch that my friend got for $1.
No, the sketch is 1 in 150.
Remember Brian Smith at that con last year?
The sketch is 1 in 150. The color version is 1 in 100.
Pull out like 3 of those. 3 of the Nova ones. All right.
Chasing Ghosts. That's why I know the numbers.
I know he had a bunch of them though. It was great.
Really?
Yeah. He actually the one I think you showed was one of his that he sold. Don't you remember that he went to? It was when
I
we
do
went to,
now. I remember you telling me. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah. I think I had got one too. I'm not sure. I probably got to dig through and see. All right. Where are we putting Nova at? Nova 1.
Well,
Jeff
B.
Lowe.
B.
I'd say B.
I like it, but it's not a great book because it's not his first.
No.
First.
Yeah, but it's all
solo
the
or-
other first. It's all the relatable first around him. It's his dad.
I don't
first.
put too much stock in the relatable first.
Well, you know who it is too. You know who's in there? Tiger Nova. What's the guy's name? Starts with a T. The little cat one that always is fighting him all the time and trying to kill him. Used to be a part of the war and
I can't think of the name.
oh my gosh, why am I brain farting on
I
it?
know I am the same thing.
White and black.
It's been a long goddamn
Tiger.
day.
Like, I mean, he's always like he ends up coming back and fighting Dick Ryder. Then he goes and he starts fighting the New Warriors. Then he fights champions. Once again, I don't think you can go below C because of it.
No, I'm not C. Like I said, I was at a B.
Yeah, B's not a bad place for it.
I just didn't want to put it as an A.
Oh, well, you might. There's a C, B, B, A, low B.
I think B is the spot for it.
Boom. All right, B. Yeah, they do.
Even with that A,
Champions B.
because there was also a C mixed in to
Yeah,
counterbalance it, but a lot of
All right,
B.
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think you're wrong. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
Is this Warbringer?
Yeah, it's Warbringer.
Warbringer is Warbringer. Champions. Like that one in this has a lot to do together. It's the same type of thing. Warbringer ends up is the guy who's behind. I can't remember the name of the dang tiger. Can somebody look up the name of the tiger?
I'll look up your tiger.
But he's the guy that gets all the groups together. He ends up pretty much forming all the stuff to try to steal the Nova.
I can't think of his name either.
He would be the Doctor Doom of Noah. Pretty much. Or maybe he wouldn't be quite the Thanos. Yeah, he probably would. Well, he had Thanos. He'd be like the Ronan the Accuser of the no, he'd be the Thanos.
I like that, Alec. There, that's a good one.
He'd be the Thanos. The other guy in one would be Ronan the Accuser because he's the peon to the guy. But that's who Warbringer is. So, C, they're giving Warbringer C. Let's give him a C. I don't think it's bad. But he ends up getting with champions. I just think, like, I don't know. They bring him back.
Canceled Fox show, Titus.
Titus. It is. It's Titus. Thank you. Titus is in number 1. Thank you. Zaggy, not that. Titus. Yes, Titus. And I think, like, Titus will play better in Nova, right? I don't think you're going to bring in. You can bring in Warbringer as the overall overlord, but are you really going to do that? Or are you just going to bring in? I see.
See?
See, yeah, see.
I was looking up Titus. That's why I kind of missed where we were ranking.
No.
Oh, yeah, I was just assuming.
I mean, I just think Titus is Titus, and you got the girlfriend and everything else. Plus, Warbringer. Well, Warbringer 2 play. We'll get into it a little bit later.
Hey, don't forget, if we get Titus, people might start calling him a ripoff of, what is it, Battle Beast from Invincible? Because you're going to get a similar look. That's all.
Right. Okay. Next up.
I'm just saying that people think they watch a show, it's popular. They see the character again, they're going to think it was a knockoff.
Oh, okay. Guy that goes back and forth.
Side by side.
Yeah, he's another great character that doesn't change much, actually, and has links to both New Warriors, has links to both guys. Justice, right? And he's got
just a lame name.
Does have a lame name. I don't even know how I can defend Justice, to be honest with you. Like, Justice has been
around a while, like you said.
You know how in Guardians of the Galaxy, all of a sudden they went and they decided, like, maybe not Hondo as much, but they went back and they decided to like they did a Skyhawk thing. They had what was his name? Yeah.
Man,
this is like the Starhawk of the Nova movies. This guy right here. He's going to be the Rocky Balboa of the.
They can celeb cast somebody famous.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to take Jared Leto and give him this character. And that's who.
That's possible. I'm trying to think of who would look good with the long flowy hair.
Who's the guy that played Joker that one time with the gold teeth?
Leto.
Perfect. That's who they're going to use. That guy.
Yeah, you said it. It was Leto.
Right on. I got one right.
You did. Surprisingly, you got it right.
Put him in the C.
Put Jared C. Yeah.
I just cast it too.
I just got to find him. Where is he?
That Eric has talked to me about an interesting thing. Remind me about. I know you like to cast stuff.
I love fan casting.
There might be a crossover show that might be interested in you doing some. I'm not. That's not my thing. I don't remember.
Dude, I used to do it when I did the articles about the old Wizard magazines, because Wizard used to do that. I revamped them. Like, I would go through an old Wizard, do their fan cast, and then I did the current fan cast.
We'll talk to Eric about it. Okay.
All right.
Next up, we've got female Nova after the Nova Corps died and went to hell, and then she ends up dying and blowing up. But people, for some reason, this isn't even like the best female Nova Corps. There's somebody who El-Ra is way better than her, but for some reason, people love her. They love this cover. Actually, they love all the Annihilation Conquest covers. So if you can buy,
this is also a callback to the first issue, like So
the Annihilation call, yes, of the Conquest, which is
these Grandoff covers are
and Grandoff. That's they really do like it. It's kind of like the what am I saying? But this is number 5. Her issue,
Lightstorm and
Corel. She is Lightstorm and Corel. Which, I mean, honestly, they're not going to make a huge difference or move the needle. But when people like covers of books, for some reason, she does it. She is Corel. She becomes Light Storms. She thinks she's gonna save the Nova Corps, but she doesn't.
That's BC kind of range for this, just because you never know what's going to happen. Again, it's middle of the road. It's not saying it's a great thing.
People are starting to see it, and I don't think they know that it was Granoff covers. Yeah,
they are.
That's the thing. The whole thing was Granoff covers, like all of them through that series. So we're kind of voting on more that. I wanted to do a little nod to the Granoff covers, which is the whole series there of the Conquest stuff. But what could I do? Put all the covers there? So I put them in C because some of them are really expensive right now, and other ones are really cheap. They're all pretty
cool. Okay. Fair enough. Where the heck is it? Oh, that's why we didn't do the Nova #1 for that yet.
Yeah, I didn't do that Nova #1 yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the call.
That's the one that's unfair, right? So we could do that. We get that one out of the way. Let's do Nova #1 for that. Where is it? What color is it? Blue or background?
Blue. It's a blue because it's that blue. It's a.
There it is.
Richard Wright. Nope. The other one. Nope. Not that one.
Not that one. There it is. There we go. All right. So Rising from Annihilation. No, this actually isn't the first one because it's in Conquest, right? This is the second one. They did Nova twice. He did Nova twice.
What do you mean they did Nova twice?
Granoff did Nova twice.
Oh yeah. This is just the #1 for this run of the. I want to say ongoing. What 36 thereabouts?
We're 36.
Went like 36 issues this run.
Yes.
But I think he also did the covers probably for the 4-issue mini that came out of Annihilation, right?
Was the for me that was of Annihilation, yes.
Yeah, that's a mini. So that's why I didn't count it. I counted this as the ongoing #1.
And this one does pretty well, right?
For the all right. It's not terribly expensive. It does okay.
Yeah.
Because like you said, this is the run that gave us Cosmo. There's a few good things. There's the Silver Surfer appearance a little bit later on, Gamora.
And the Gamora love story. Yep. That is anytime I found these in dollar bins, these Granoffs, I would grab them and I just have them. I just got to dig them out. They're buried in boxes, but I would always grab them because I like it. I still think it's probably in the C range. You still find them in dollar bins, and
it's not the because it's not a first. It is what it is.
It's a cover thing with people. It's
a cover. It's the start of a new run.
Yep. And part of the good storyline. It's right after Annihilation Week.
Yeah, this is it's like 15. 15 to 25.
Oh, there's that Gamora one in that run too. That's kind of what I was doing with the female thing.
This is like 15 to 25 bucks. I'm looking online. There's like 30. It's a decent.
Yeah, not bad for a dollar filer you can find every once in a while. All right.
Where do we put that? C?
Yeah, C. I think we're
same place as the other one. Look, right next
to BK puts in B. What?
That's low.
$15. I mean, if you could get it, so you can still find it in dollar bin. So maybe that's what he's saying. Like I mean, look, shit. If you're buying a modern book for $5 nowadays, you find it sell for $12.99 on the internet.
I mean,
buy a dollar book and sell it for $15 on the interwebs, right?
Very true.
I don't know if it goes into B. All right, we're gonna put it in C. If anybody else gives a B, it gets moved up to B. We got to move along.
Yeah, we got to move along.
All right. Should we get this thing over? So then since we did that, we'll do this. Point one, #1. We haven't hit this book up yet. A lot of these, the one good thing about this book is it moves.
It does. Again, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those. Yeah.
115 sales the last week.
Wow.
It moves.
This was in the 5 minutes. This was in the 5 and 5.
Yeah, if you got in this cheap enough, which some of us did. Plus, it's got Uto the Watcher on the cover, which is kind of dope.
That is.
And you get Sam too on the front, kind of. I mean,
it's got to be the same as the other, at least.
At least B. At least B.
No, it's got to be at least A.
A for the .1.
It's got to be A with the Bradshaw. I got to put it in the same ranking as the other. It's just because it still has that upside. Like this is still his first.
I'm glad that they like this because I do have more of these. But why do they like it better than the Bradshaw? Like when you think about it,
is it the cover?
I think it might be. Is it because of the Watcher?
I think it's a very cover. I think the Watcher does stand out. It just looks like world encompassing.
Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying there.
All right, put them in A.
I think it's A because again, it's got to go with the other. I personally, I think it's got to stick with the Bradshaw because they're A and B. It's not an incentive on the B. And again, this is priced. It's still pretty cheap.
Yeah, but
I don't think it
ordered
should be
that
that
B
cheap.
cover.
Wow.
Nobody ordered that cover. That B cover was really underordered.
It was, but this is still, I think, underpriced. When you can get this even now for $20-$25 for a first appearance of a character that can be headlining a series or movie.
Wasn't it $2.99? And then like there was all over the place. You could get that easy. And then after that, not anymore. All right. First time in a Nova comic where we have the trifecta of members.
Yeah, the Trinity.
The Trinity showing
the young
up.
Trinity.
I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the first time the Trinity shows up together. Because I think he introduced.
I think you might be right, but I didn't do the legwork to confirm.
I didn't reread this book either. Nova number 3. This is 06 or the volume number 6, number 3. And it's the trifecta of them going at it. So probably not a book that's high in order now, but if you look at it, there's two. I mean, if people pay for fucking,
I mean, when else do you think these guys would have come together? Because that was 2013. That book, Champions, I think was like 2015, 2016. So I don't think there was an earlier appearance. So I think I think it's a good shot. Is that me?
Nope, that's me. I got it. What's that?
You cooking something?
A roommate is not me. I've been here.
Burn the house down.
You do BLTs earlier. Mine went off earlier. C, wow. The Trinity and C. I think that's a good place for it too. I think the Trinity of C doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, I think so. But I'll tell you, every time we were in the condo, anytime I used the broiler, goddamn fire alarm went off every time we were in the condo.
Well, it's bloody 30 degrees in the great state of Michigan in the end of March.
It's cold right now. By me in Jersey, it's cold this week. It
snowed
the other day.
Crazy stuff over here.
It snowed on Sunday.
Everybody ready for this one? Oh, wait, Corban's not here. We're going to wait on that one then because it's the book he'll probably.
Where do we put the last one?
We put him in C. Define C. In C.
I got to find it. There it is. The Triumvirate in C. There we go. Oh, we're hitting a second row for C's. All right, this is the return, right? Well, not the return. A return.
Secret Invasion 18.
Yeah, this was I guess the Secret Invasion return with all the scrolls, not the.
Also, the first time, isn't this Annihilation Wave comes in?
Yeah, I think we're starting to build the seeds of that.
That's in prologue.
Yeah, this is not because the other return was after the Cancerverse, right? When they went into that other universe.
Yeah, well, he also came in through the.
I don't know. I'm just trying to put all this cosmic stuff in order in my head, and it just kind of blends.
Isn't this is Garsal? Yeah, which we saw this character before, right? Wasn't it? Hold on, let me see what's left in my list. Oh, that's
Garsal.
That is Thanos Initiative.
Oh, the Imperative. No, the Thanos Imperative.
6, yeah.
Yes, that's when they were. That's when they went into. They came back from the cancer.
When they went into it. That's when
when they went. That's right. When they went into the Cancerverse to save the universe.
And Star-Lord Kate went into it.
Yeah.
Where you lose Nova.
Yeah, and that's when we got that return in the Sam Alexander, that number 11. That's
on. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm getting it now.
I still think isn't there a grant? Isn't there a grant off for this too?
I don't know about this issue. This is a great series. I did like this run.
I would collect the run as a limited series. I think that's what we're trying to do here. Yeah, we're live, Hartman.
Yeah, Hartman, we're live. Yeah, I did like this run. I especially like the Imperative. I think there was a couple of variants on that number 1 too. Some pretty cool Thanos covers. If you're into Thanos.
What are we doing? Guys, we're almost there. Fire, save some books. Thanks. Now I want BLTs. Supernova is yes, but that isn't. Supernova, and he was in the books. Yes. Oh, it's actually Omega Nova. There, BK. Correction, sir.
This I'm in that kind of BC range too. Did we move on from the other?
I actually like it. The read of this series is better than anything else, but I have to put it into the C. Put Man, Star-Lord looks really cool in it.
It's a good moment. It is this issue. This is a good moment when they
because you had Black
when they
Ball.
go in, they don't come back out. Like this it hits you in the feels. Like I will give it that. That's why I would consider a B, just because I did dig this issue. Yeah. The whole story was pretty good.
And they come back to it later. Why this is an important book is because it links in Nova when he meets Dick Ryder later.
Call him Dick Ryder. Call him Richard
Ryder later. This is like he explains what happened here in between the two parts. That's why it's a key fundamental book of him going into it. And that's how they would probably pull it out. So we'll see something like that in it. Is it a B book? I love it for the B for the storyline, but it should be C.
Hey, I can find with it with B. Remember, B is just slightly above average. When we were doing the point wise, we're talking about the difference between 3 points and 2 points.
Yeah, put in B.
That's it. That's the only difference between B and C is 1 point.
So Nova Secret Invasion is they bring back to life kind of bring back to life Nova, but he's actually part of the Secret Invasion, which means he's a Skrull. So it's not really Nova coming back. And I think that's why we put this book into the thing.
Yes.
Which links Secret Invasion to Nova. It's a very loose linky thing. I don't think you can put it above C.
No, I can't. This is to your point. This is straight up Marvel. You got to connect to the big ongoing storyline.
Yeah. It's a connection. It's how you get
away issue.
It's how you get there. It's how you get to the Secret Invasion, gets you over to the Annihilation.
Yeah, it's still a pretty cool cover though. I still like that.
Hmm? What did you say, Corbin? I don't know if we can put it in C. I think you got to put it in D, to be honest.
So I started sneezing. I said it's faux Nova.
Yeah, it's fake Nova.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah, we can drop them.
But I mean, what happens if they do a series with Nova and then they do the Secret Invasion thing? You get the Skrull Nova. Like if you get introduced Skrull Nova,
that doesn't make the book any more valuable. That just
oh man, sorry. I mean myself. That's not.
I guess you got to put it up. Hartman for some reason gave it an F. We got two C's and a B, a C. All right, put it in C. You got in C. Put it in C.
C is fine.
All right.
I'm not gonna argue that.
No, we're gonna do a huge chunk of Sam now.
We didn't do that one, Eric. We didn't put another Nova on the list because she just didn't kind of factor in.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a bunch of new Nova now, and why we got to do it is because it apparently it's not that confusing, but it
oh, you want to clean this up? Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start off with Nova number 10. Couple key points of Nova number 10. Nova number 10. Yeah, do we sneeze again?
No, we're good.
Okay,
sorry.
Nova number 10.
He gave you a harumph.
Yeah, I'm sore throat.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
We get the World Mind comes back. It's the first time he runs into it, but also he gets he also has like a combination of meeting different characters up. He has the loss of the suit and everything else. The important part about it is the first time we actually see the World Mind as the AI that it is now. This becomes the bigger issue later because Sam finally found it and that's where you get what's his name comes back into the comics. Our man with the golden bird.
Oh, what's that dude's name?
Starstalker.
Yeah.
More like Starstalker. That's where you actually get him back in there. That's where he makes his triumphant return. They end up getting him into space. He ends up running into the World Mind. The World Mind is important because the World Mind ends up linking eventually the two Novas together.
Yes.
I don't much more than a D book, but I put
D.
it in.
I would have said C, but I'm fine with that too. This is not a nothing book. A D is a nothing book to me. Not to say this is not that important either. Either way.
You put Starstalker in D, but you're not gonna put him in D?
I guess so. You're right. Well, I'm thinking of the World Mind, because you're right. I mean, this does kind of
put in I think this is why it's going to be play important. Actually, put into C because what ends up going to happen is an alert's going to happen, and this is why, because it gets funny in the next book. So I'm just going to pull out the next two books.
They don't correct things.
Yeah, they don't correct. Even when they're wrong, they don't correct things.
Nope.
So this character right here that you see,
you're going to get the word debatable.
Yeah, debatable or yes. Okay, so the World Mind has now just become not a planet type AI computer system. It has become literally a physical AI, like a blow up doll for some of you guys that you guys.
Well, I don't know.
No, whatever.
Blow up doll.
In number 11, you see this thing.
It is a thing. It is creepy as shit too. Like,
and this thing explains that it is pretty much a computer system, and it takes all the consciousness of all the Novas through the helmets, including Sam, and he can project himself to be any of those Novas at any time. When they get into the conversation, finally, at one point, it shows up and sits down and says, "Oh, Reed Richards. I haven't been Reed Richards in a while." Or
not Reed.
Dick Richards.
Richard Ryder.
Yeah, I haven't been Richard Ryder in a while.
Nova.
Richard Ryder in a while.
OG Nova.
Richard Ryder again. A certain app has called this the first meeting of these two characters. It isn't. It's the AI.
It isn't because it's not him. It's
because
another character.
While this is going on, he's at his mom's door. That's him over here at the end. If you don't read the book, you don't know
he returned.
His mom. He did return to his mom on Earth, not in World Mind, not in.
And this is why Dusty Rhodes had such a problem at the beginning of the show.
Rhodes had a problem with it. So this book has taken away from the true.
You missed the Dusty Rhodes.
Oh yeah, you missed.
Oh, I did. I was too busy trying to look at this cover. I totally missed it.
So
before you got it,
Nova 12, and in Nova 12, it even says like, "Hey, by the way, he didn't really actually meet him." And this is what you get in Nova 12 or Nova 2.
The next volume, which picks up right after that one. That's the last issue. Issue 11 is the last issue of that volume. Then it starts over.
It goes one. You see Ryder show back up, and it says in here, Ryder showed back up at his mom's house, blah, blah, blah. So then Ryder pops out. He goes, "Oh, wait a minute. This is Rich Ryder." Because now they don't call him Rick anymore. They call him Rich Ryder. And they fight back and forth. Rich Ryder refers to Nova, Sam, as a kid. He says, "Who is this kid? I've never seen this kid before. I've never met this kid."
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. They get together. It says, and then I blew this up so everybody can read it. He goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm Sam. Good to meet you, Sam." They don't know who each other is. So there's no way in 11 he met this guy.
No, because that was the World Mind. That wasn't.
Now, you can go down and read the rest of the comics if you read them, and it'll explain to you about what happened to him, how he got out. But go buy the books and read them yourself or whatever you want to do. But he even thinks, and then the first comment he says is, "Did your voice?" He goes, "Shut up, you robot." He's referring to him as the AI World Mind, which is a robot. And he goes, "Not that." He goes, "Are you a clone?" Because his dad was a clone. He goes, "No." He goes, "Are you a Skrull?" Because once again, that Secret Invasion book we said he was a Skrull at one point. "No, okay, what are you?" They test him. He says it's 100% him. It truly is the actual Dick Ryder. There you go. So
and I did that one in Chasing Ghosts too. That was this guy. This is the one in 25 for that book, which I like because it is their first meeting. There's a great cover.
A large part of the community does recognize this as the first meetup of those two characters.
Yeah.
There is a other part of the community that doesn't see it that way because they
see it differently, but
they've never opened up a book in their life. Okay, with that,
I will elaborate again tomorrow in Dollar Bin Digging.
Yeah. With that being said, number
rank the 2 books because we got 2 books to do. We got 11.
11. I think 11 is probably a C book because honestly, people will reference that and you will be able to find it cheap because it's not what it says it is, and people will always buy it. Because
you're thinking it's one of those people will just remember it even though it's not really the first meeting.
Well, they're never going to change it, so it doesn't matter. So whenever people go on their phone, they're going to find that book, and you'll be able to.
That's fine. But where are we going to put the other book then? Because we did do 2. We did do 2 books, so where are we going to put Nova 2?
Which is the other one?
Oh, the other book. Nova 2, because we did both in that little section.
James got it too. 11's got
it. It is a great cover. It is a good cover. It is a good cover.
And a memorable one. That's what I'm saying. You can't trash the book. Just because the information is wrong doesn't mean you can trash the book. Because it's going to hold some value. Now, 12.
No, 2.
Volume, Volume 7, number 2 on the other.
Volume 7, 2.
Has a lot of things going for it. One is their meetup. Number 2, which they're gonna do a meetup if they go with Dick, they're gonna have a meetup, 100%.
Yeah. Either way, whoever starts, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get both. Mm-hmm. I'm confident that we're gonna get both.
You didn't make your cinnamon oatmeal. Get out of here. I think that this is more on the B side, especially with the variant. I think there is a lot of. I think when it comes out and people, oh, you already have it in B. Okay,
I put a B. I just had to put it down somewhere.
Fair enough. I like it in B. Anybody want to argue with? You can argue with it.
Dude, you can still find this for super cheap because everybody's buying that other book.
Yeah. All right. This book I was waiting for because it's a character that kind of crosses over.
Oh my God, Darkhawk!
Wow. That's a Darkhawk one.
Shout out to Darkhawk.
Has a lot to do with Annihilation Wave and that storyline.
There's a Facebook group that everybody's all about. Everybody has to have their Darkhawk ones. It's like a rite of passage. Darkhawk one.
BK put in B. That's where we're gonna leave it. Cool, BK. Darkhawk 1. I like the Fellowship of the Raptors. You know what I mean? I'm part of that group that we lost Pete. I'm part of the group that does Darkhawk. The Darkhawk 1. I've got a couple of Darkhawk 1s. Will they make that cult type character play into the Novaverse? Yeah. I don't know. Is that what happened? I think it was. Yeah.
That's because of a meme.
Yeah, I mean, people were joking about it forever, for years, and saying it was going to be it's kind of like the epitome of pump and dump books.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
I don't know.
Weird cover.
AOA, let me ask you a question real quickly, AOA. Did you ever read the Annihilation or any of that stuff over there? Did you read any of the Space Odyssey stuff around Secret Invasion or around the Annihilation Wave? Because I think if you did, you might change your mind, but maybe not. You have a 9-6 sign and ready to take off. Okay, so where you're putting Darkhawk at B2.
People love Darkhawk.
All right, the crowd's spoken. Put him in B.
People love Darkhawk. It's one of those weird things, like I said.
Okay.
It truly has a cult following, I'd say.
It does.
It was the Moon Knight of space.
Yeah. But like you said, you brought it up. Like they kind of legitimized Darkhawk when they started all that Raptor stuff. Like,
yeah, it
made it less silly. Like, why is this cosmic character fighting street level thugs? Like that.
Well, no. Time out. They started to make him good with the invasion thing. Then they did a solo series and screwed the pooch with the Fellowship of Raptors, and then they brought him back later on and kind of started to legitimize him when they did the one.
You're talking. You didn't like the War of the Kings.
Yeah, War of Kings was good. I thought War of Kings version was okay, but
okay.
He was at one point with the Fellowship of Raptors. They were in bubbles. They were in like breeding bubbles. Oh, good Lord.
Fair enough. Okay.
Log lost 5 ounces just from the Mount GP. Nice. B plus. Okay, very good. I'm glad your dog's getting healthy. What else do we have to get through here? We already did that. Okay. Yep.
Yes, we did.
Okay. What do we have? A couple left?
We got 3 and 3. We got 3 apiece.
Oh, I'm missing
I like this cover.
I accidentally bumped the note.
I will clean up whatever you did while you go.
Classic late 70s looks like.
Yeah, so this character, we talked about this already. This is the character that ends up becoming Omega Nova or Supernova at one point, then Omega Nova. Well, technically Dick Ryder was Supernova, and then they took the powers away, and then he becomes Omega Nova. He's not only Omega Nova though; he also it's Garthan Saul. He also is in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. He's the one of the Novas there, and he supposedly blows up. But he does that in the storyline, and then comes back. And I think maybe that's kind of a loop where we can have him come back already as one of the Nova cores, and there because link him up to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Here we go.
Yeah, I think you deleted these because they were all there before.
War of Kings was dope, dude. Not just decent; it was really good.
That's not that one. I guess.
Either way, so I think this character is a forgotten character. He's already shown up on screen once. It's an easy bring back and a link over from Guardians to Nova, because I think eventually you're not re-signing Chris Pratt or any of the Guardians, right?
Yeah, that's it. This is their last hurrah, you'd imagine.
Yeah, you have to transfer it over. So you transfer over kind of like they did with what was that one guy from S.H.I.E.L.D.? You know what I mean?
Nick Fury, Agent Coulson.
Nick Coulson. So this guy right here would be the Coulson of the Nova Core, pretty much. The glue that sticks them together.
Supernova?
He's Omega Nova, but yes.
Omega Nova. Oh, whatever.
Well, it was Supernova, but long story short.
Okay.
Yeah, eyes blows up, comes back, gives the power, takes the power, becomes Omega, splits up into 2 parts after.
Agreed, James.
It was good. Stop doing that. It was really good.
You said decent. What do you mean stop doing that? I was just showing it. Yeah, it was decent. It was.
All right. Well, either way, I think it's C because it's already a character that showed up in the multiverse as an actual actor. There's an actor that plays this guy. Easy bring back.
Oh, we're talking about. So we're doing C for the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever number that was, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Blastar.
Oh, Blastar. I didn't see this.
You deleted it probably by accident because it was there.
By the way, this isn't just a Blastar; it's a double up too. This is Blastar and First Negative Zone.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
Negative Zone. That's right. Well, I don't think of a character. It's not a character. It's
going for Fantastic 462.
This one, I'll look it up. Look it up. While you talk it up, I'll look.
Yeah, Blastar, obviously big Nova character, badass. Cosmic character, got ties to everybody in the cosmic universe. Galactus, Fantastic Four, the Krull. What's the one?
You can get very good copies for $40 easy.
This is S tier.
$40. I mean, there's some auctions starting at $5 with no bids. Fine, very fine condition. They're listing it as. Let me see sold though. That's what's active right now. Let me see what's sold.
Yeah, also a rival to Nihilus. Yeah. Probably a high B for me at $40 though, James. $40. Think about that.
Hey, great. That's very good copies. They're not going to be the greatest of shape. Wow, a very good defined copy sold for $15 on the 24th. Okay. Last week, $15. One bid.
What are you doing? Sleeping on this?
You don't auction books like this.
Oh,
nobody's looking at this book. You don't auction this. I keep every one of my videos. I keep saying that, like, don't. If you're a seller, don't auction a book like this.
Even at 40, dude. What are we doing here?
Now, question: that too much or too little from someone who has no clue?
Way too little.
Oh, it's way too little.
Way too little.
Someone got a value bargain on that.
Yeah. Think about it in this way: there's 62. You're only 14 issues removed from First Silver Surfer, like that.
Yeah.
Wow. This is the range that we're talking about. This is classic.
I know I see what you're saying.
Honestly, this covers in Fantastic Four runs around this time. This is like this is what the covers look like. Like it reminds you of this era of Fantastic.
Yeah, this is a great run. Great run of books.
Yeah. I mean, B, A.
This is classic Kirby stuff. And I know Blastar is just kind of, I mean, a lot of people consider him like a throwaway villain, but dude has lingered like for
you linger forever, and you have to think Negative Zone. You get a double
Negative Zone. You're right. I completely forgot about the Negative Zone.
I like him in B2. Sorry, BK, you got outvoted. Put it in the B, especially for how cheap.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm on board for B. Easily B.
I would have to agree.
I'm considering A for $15.
You're about to go buy some copies of that, huh, Corban?
I mean, listen. I might barter with my Batman White Knight.
Yeah, you know those copies, and then you can get yourself some Subway.
Yeah, to be fair, for that White Knight copy selling for $15, the same price that the last copy that sold at auction.
That's crazy. Okay, I see the reference there. All right, yeah, that's wild.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so for a chick Nova that actually had
looks
something
like a Yondu.
Yeah, well, that's not her name.
I know. She looks like Yondu.
And had Iria in it. That's why we screwed that.
It's Samaya, I think.
Yeah, this is the other Samaya. So she was one of the female Novas.
Like the ring.
This also had the original Annihilation Wave in it.
Yes, this is the prologue. This is the intro
we have
to that.
Up. There's a book. Go back to. Can you throw back in the secret? Oh, see the Secret Invasion Nova one. I screwed that one up. That was where Rail L's was. That's because we never put a picture on. Either way, female Nova and
we were speeding through things. Who do you want to do?
I gotta delete.
It's all right. I can put it back. It was New Nova, right? Or old Nova?
Was. It's the one where he's green on it and it says Dark Hawk and something else on it. Dark
Hawk.
I
got you. I got it. I think we ranked it, but there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-rank that one probably. So pretty. I think this is C book easily, but it starts off the whole thing to the Annihilation War, get you your whole story in, and bring. Oh, this chick is the chick that Nova used to date. Like him and her were kind of getting like she called him Dick Richard, I think, or Dick Ryder, I think.
Oh,
hey, Dick, how you doing?
Oh,
Dick Ritchie,
Dick Ridey, huh? Yeah. And then she ends up dying in his arms. She ends up dying in his arms later. But for a minute, it's the love interest of the two.
Spoiler
Alert. It's like 10,
I know. I'm just messing with you.
So she ends up. They end up flirting, like kind of. We're gonna hook up, and then before they can hook up, maybe they do. Before they can hook up, she ends up dying in his arms, unfortunately. So because of Annihilation Wave, and it has Annihilation Wave in it too. The first Annihilation Wave, I would say that is a C book.
Well, it's the Annihilation, so it's a nice little intro book.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nothing, and C isn't really anything. So to put it in C is not a high praise.
Now, this is the one thing that I forgot about this book back here. And we put it in C, so we'll leave it in C unless we want to.
I took it out. So did you completely do it?
Put it back. But the one thing that is in here, there's a character in this book, Irene Real. Irene Real is the chick who starts to reform after Nova's death, starts to reform the Nova Corps, and might be the reason why Sam actually gets the black helmet.
Gets the helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then she finds out that Nova's a scroll too. But like that, it's very easy to see when you need to link these two up when one's still in the center, that you use Real to go like, hey, because you can't do like the drunk dad thing throwing up everywhere. Don't put that up there. He's being a pervert.
That's all right. It's not funny.
But that, you guys know, we could put it back at C, but I really thought we put it here. And he didn't. He's right with my text. Like you're trying to say aliens' names into text to talk, bro. Like how's that going to work out?
Yeah, exactly.
Real does not come up really well in the text to talk type thing. It didn't come up with a talk to talk thing apparently either.
You realize we still have 3 new Nova books that we didn't get to.
I ran Real. I know. I'm going to get through those in a minute. I ran Real. So I have C, but I know we put in C. I don't know. Stop with some docking. I don't know if that chews anybody up. We'll put it in C. If you guys want to, put B for it.
I think it's still C. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
I still think it's C as well.
All right, good C. It is. All right,
it's a solid C. It's a solid C.
All right, here we go. Champions number 1. It's the first full team of champions, I guess. Right? Is that what?
That's a funny cover.
I don't understand.
Cyclops such a nerd. Sorry.
He is. No, this is Nerd Cyclops. Yeah, and he is a nerd anyways. Yes. I don't understand it either. It's Steve Horn's favorite book.
There's so many of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a few of those floating around. Like I'm not even looking for those. I didn't even know the relevancy of it. And I still feel like I ran into it a bunch in dollar bins and whatnot.
It's like, hey, let's take all our popular young characters. We'll put them in a team together. It'll sell. You can
find this in the dollar bin for the longest of time.
So maybe I did see it there at some point. I definitely have seen it in like Gazia's or something. Those are like the record stores that also have comics in our area.
Oh, nice.
I got you.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, but no, this is still $10. This thing.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, it's still 10. I mean, 10 is not a big number, but
I mean, it's the team they're going to, though, right?
Sort of. I mean, we're not getting that Cyclops because that's too confused. It's too convoluted.
Yeah.
So
plus, we haven't even introduced that whole.
Look at this. C's right, and look at these weirdos.
Champion's gonna be huge. I don't know. You're assuming all these things. Like we don't have any of these characters outside of we know we're getting Kamala Khan. That's the only one we know we're getting.
That's the only one confirmed.
Yeah, Miles in the cartoon.
I don't count Miles in the cartoon because he's in his own universe. Like that's not. It's Sony. Apart from that, like, why does that mean? Sony's going to give up Miles to be a Disney Plus show? You know, like,
fair enough. Argument.
They're not gonna give away that product. They're not giving that IP away for nothing.
Well, we started off hot with A's, and then it started getting knocked down to the C's. I think C sounds.
Yeah, I think this is still a C because there's just so many.
BK is going to send a cancellation check to us because every book that he ranks in A, we put into C. It is what it is. All right.
We're going to get to a third row of C's if we keep
this is also the one. They had a chance to do this, and they
Yeah, Viv, but we didn't get her yet. So how are they going to explain that?
Well, that's it. I mean, you're not doing the creepy Psylocke or Cyclops thing. You're not doing Viv either.
You're not getting Viv. You're like I said, we're not getting.
Yeah, there's not a lot of avenues for storytelling with that, since there's not a lot that's actually been explored yet.
Yeah. At best, we get Amadeus Cho if we get him. Kamala Khan and Nova. At best, that's the three we get.
Yeah, you could, but no, you could get Riri, and you could get Sam.
Yeah,
and
when did she actually join the team though?
Like, you could get Kamala Khan.
20 issues later,
and you'll instead. Can they throw in Ghost Spider or no?
No, I think they'll do some sort of probably a hodgepodge of like the Young Avengers and Champions, which is why I don't think either is really going to be the play, because they're going to intermingle both. We're going to see Kate Bishop and the WandaVision twins showing up with Kamala Khan and maybe it's going to be a mess for us comic collectors.
Yeah,
because they don't care. They just want to make a product on television that'll make sense.
I mean, hey, I got Champions. I hope that's not true, but I think it is. All right,
we got 2 left.
We got the New Warriors, which is some of the characters they might add into the Champions.
That's cool.
There's Justice right back there.
Yeah,
and Speedball. For some reason, there's always Speedball. Why is there always
Speedball? Nope.
Huh?
Who else were we not using? Scarlet Spider? Probably
Why are
not.
we using Speedball? Speedball's everywhere at all times.
Well, they tried New Warriors, and the pilot didn't apparently land.
White Vision goes off and has a new family. I have a feeling we're not going to see White Vision for a very, very, very...
I think we got our one look at that already.
Me too.
That was it. Like, they showed the novelty of it. You have the parallels there, and they'll never go back to that.
But you got to explain where he went, though. They're going to have to address it. You can't just...
at some point, however brief. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be like a regular player, though. You know what I mean?
No. I'm not saying that. But they got to wrap that stuff.
He'll be the Amazo in the JLU.
They did a boring-ass show on White Vision.
But God, no.
Adventures. Can you imagine they did that horse shit?
Oh.
Yeah, I want Penance too, by the way. James agreed. I want Penance, not Speedball. I give you that. All right, what are we doing? Are we seeing or doing?
I hear Penance, though. I still think of M. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hate when they reuse names. I get confused.
Penance is the Speedball and the
I know that is also Penance, but remember the first Penance was from Generation X, the other version of M. Monet.
Oh, he says White Vision will be in multiverse of in the Doctor Strange thing.
Hey, they can explain what happens to him. Go ahead, throw him in there.
No. This is why we can't take it over the internet like this. Because are you saying that they're going to he's just going to show up? Or are you going to say that he is a major part of it?
Yeah, he'll probably just fly by.
A major part of it
in the background.
If you say like, oh, he's all of a sudden he's in a background image, like, come on, man.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I don't put too much credence in that. Well, anyway, where are we putting this book? We're almost done. Where are we putting this?
C. He put in C. I didn't have
it. Third row with C. That's what I'm doing here.
Put in C.
Okay. I like C myself. But again, this is the first time I like this cover.
It's all right. You got it. All right. Crack bags. What number is this? 12?
This is 12. This is
it's Captain Sharon. This is it's got the Tinker in there too, which is a scroll. The most important person here is Jinin, 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 and that's Nova's space girlfriend. His
Vouch. Wow.
About her. Now they did use Nova as a battery here, and that's why he's like dying out, because he was so in love that he was like, so this captain guy, it's his daughter, and he was so in love with the daughter that he was willing. Actually, Beta Ray Bill almost killed him for this too. He was willing to be the battery for the ship, which ended up almost killing him, and the ship ended up actually being a bad ship and destroying stuff.
That's right. The Beta Ray Bill variant is right around here too.
Yeah,
50.
Right after this. Yep.
Yeah, number 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it 15?
Yeah, I think it's 15.
So Nova almost dies because he falls in love with this Jin character, and he always does. He's got like feelings for it. So if they do a younger version, the little teen,
like a Jin, like a genie, like
no,
DJINN,
JININ, Jinin. Jinn.
Jinin, yeah, sounds right.
Jinn.
Okay.
Jinn. I put her name down so I could say it right.
Jinin.
Jinn. When we did Nova, people put this in A.
Really?
Hmm?
I don't remember this going in A. I don't even remember this book.
Strange can grab White Vision out of a portal to calm down Wanda in a scene easy. Yeah, but that doesn't make him a main player in the show. All right. Whatever. C. Put her in C. Put Jin in C.
Another C.
We are now having an argument over if White Vision is now in our chat showed up 15 different ways.
Well,
he's going to be a West. He's going to be a multiple evangelist. He's actually going to have a solo show where he does Vision families with Viv. What else we got, guys?
All I'm telling you is I'm not counting this off because I don't have to. You guys, you can all look at the screen. You can see where the blues are and where the blacks are. You can see the blues.
Dick Ryder.
Above, the blacks are below.
I try to make it even, but Dick Ryder's the winner.
He is.
Oh, these two are getting in a room. Good job, guys. What are we saying now?
Richard Ryder.
Richard Ryder.
So what are we doing?
Nova all the way.
Yeah, good job, Eric. Now we're getting. So wait, so they're saying Viv was WandaVision for sure. Yeah, their best shot at Viv was WandaVision for.
Yeah.
So the whole argument started that Viv wasn't coming up, and somehow that turned into a
yeah. It was a deep dive.
A $10 bet that Vision's going to be pulled through a portal in multiverse.
Multiverse of Madness, because why not? And who cares? It's just like all of the characters we saw in the ether in No Way Home. Like, oh look, there's Kraven. Oh look, that looks like a rhino. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They didn't show up. They're specters in space. But that said, we will save the list.
Oh, by the way, White Vision really sucks. Just so everybody knows.
Well, because he had no character.
He is trash. Is that what we're
Are we
making versions of Vision? Are we making versions of Vision next? Is that what we're doing?
Do we have enough?
No. I don't think so.
Oh no, you could do Vision, Family Vision. You could do Vision.
You could do creepy Terminator, like skull looking at I love
Tom Vision.
Ultra Vision. You could do West Coast Avenger White Vision. You could do other White Vision, Avengers White Vision.
A lot of White Vision.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be White Vision?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like Mephisto. Make all our dreams come true. White Vision shows up in episode 6 of Moon Knight. Oh, good Lord. You know who I hope shows up is Mark Spectrum.
Spectre.
No.
This goddamn Spectrum. You're gonna get people all riled up again.
I said it for BK. I said it right. All right.
I know.
Let's hope Moon Knight gets better.
Yeah. I know we put it in the thumbnail, but I think we got to save this box for next week because it's already after midnight.
Oh yeah, we'll re-up the box. We'll change the thumbnail, guys. Sorry about that. Well,
it's all right. I will eventually complete my set.
Did you get a tic-tac-toe board for it yet?
I didn't. That's why I didn't have time to get the board.
Listen to this, guys. Listen to what we're doing next week. We're building. So we're going to try to get the full. Tell me if you think this is a good idea or we're wasting our time. If you think it's a waste of our time, we won't do it. I want Pete to put together like a bingo board of the cards he needs left to finish his set of Marvel cards. I think that would be a great way to do it.
I need 10 out of 100
cards. And if he doesn't get the 10, then we all get to boo that man. So I think I
can't buy another
that man. Well, yeah.
Did you rank Moon Knight personality? There's only like 6 personalities, dude. Like, what do you want us to rank?
Oh, Moon Knight. Well, we could do what? Stephen Grant.
We're not doing Stephen Grant now because they made him a crybaby.
Well, we can do 2 then. We can do 2 Stephen Grant. We can do billionaire Stephen Grant. We can do gift shop worker Stephen Grant.
Well-done steak. Who does that? No, sir.
What?
No, because the minute Grant tries to eat a well-done steak, Mark comes out and smacks his own head into the table 20 times.
Well-done steak. He wasn't even talking. He wasn't paying attention. He had lost it because he realized he'd lost 2 days of his life.
If you ever been a server before, because that's what happens when the person comes in and is like, I've never had a steak before. How would I want it? You don't give them anything but except for well done, because at that point in your life, if you're a grown-ass man and you haven't eaten a steak, you're not going to want a steak. Okay.
But he's not a full-fledged person. That's the thing I think we're misconstruing, because I know you have the Stephen Grant that you want to see. I feel like this version of Stephen Grant is a very young individual, in the sense that this is probably an identity he came up with in the last couple of months.
It's like
We're
the
gonna find that
Batman. It's
out
like the
as the
Batman
story
being an
goes.
early version of the character we know and love. He's not there yet.
He's
gonna
calling, leaving messages to a mom that doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. He's a
leaving
modern boy that
messages.
doesn't exist. And he's getting catfished. The whole story's about catfishing. That's it.
But he's catfishing himself. He put he's got his Spectre phone in the wall.
My point is this, but my point is this. If you're Mark, right, why do you create this personality? Because originally it wasn't created.
To lay low. He had to hide.
I'm with it. Man, this is
Yeah,
the
it
early
is
part.
So you hide in a
very
museum with a
beginning
bunch
of what
wait, time out. So you hide in a museum that is specifically about to have an Egyptian history, big momentous thing, and that's where you're hiding.
Oh, big momentous. It's a goddamn museum. Who the hell is that going to draw?
Do you not know how museums work? No, they brought in this special Egyptian thing. This is planned out a year in advance. You got to pay a little extra to get in there to see.
I know. I've already wasted my tickets to the Franklin Institute for the Harry Potter thing.
Have a good one too.
Like last month, but we're going to do it again. But the point being, he's just hiding, and the Egyptian thing is just it's because part of the story. It just leads into the story.
They wasted.
He's working at a gift shop.
They wasted an episode.
He's working at a gift shop. Dude, you saw the security guard, right? The dude was just like, oh, my mom, I gotta get the phone. Like,
well, he likes otters. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is,
it won't break me, BK. I just don't want to be disappointed.
I know, but just let the story play out.
Like, you're gonna ruin Boba Fett. Now you're gonna ruin Moon Knight.
I don't think they
have nice things.
You're getting ahead of it.
Nice things.
You're getting ahead of it. I don't think they've ruined it yet. I know I know what you want.
Corban's got a great wall behind him. You've got the State Puff Marshmallow Man behind you. Can I not have great things? They literally, this guy, boom, they destroyed him. They destroyed him.
You have a dope YouTube shirt and some great books behind you. We all have things.
They're not going to be great after they destroy. These are all Moon Knight back here. They're going to destroy Moon Knight.
Well, you got to sell it now. $65,000 if you got a 9.8 back there.
Good night. All right. Get them out of here.
Well,
Halo reaction next week. We got to have content for next week. Hey, we had a lot of you guys here. Thank you very much again. Hope you enjoy what we do. We enjoy having you here. We enjoy the comments you guys leave. We enjoy everybody that watches us.
Yeah, you guys are a part of this show. Like, we couldn't do this without the chat.
So thank you very much. Next time we'll set an alarm clock for Corban.
Yeah. Oh, please do. That was.
To be fair, I also didn't promote the show either. Did you?
No, we
completely dropped it. Today was just one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness.
It was just one of those days for everybody. So don't feel bad, Corban.
All right. Anyways, thank you everybody for that. Let's get a big round of applause for a better episode of Moon Knight next week. And we can get out of here.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. We'll see you guys next week.